Richie, 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 Richie. Geo. Hi, my name is Geo, and I talk a lot of shit. Hi, my name is Geo, and I talk shit. Hi, my name is Geo. This is Geo. I talk shit. Hi, my name is Geo. You reach Geo, leave a message, and I'll talk shit about it. Hey, sorry we can't come to the phone right now. We're talking shit about somebody else that we say they're a friend, or really not their friend, but we pretend to be their friend. We come and go as we please. Beep. Nobody cares. Oh, you've reached nobodycares.com. Your number one place. Your number one place. Your number one place not to care about. It is what it is. Geo. 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 Am I strapped? Am I strapped? Oh, it is what it is. Yo, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? It is what it is. Stay fresh. It's the end of the world. We're here at the end of the world. I told you, I've been warning you about that 451. I've been warning you on every level. And we're seeing it happen on every level. This 451 is some demented stuff. Demented. I mean, they got 451 dancing at schools for kids. Oh yeah, how is that not delinquency of a minor? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's 451. It's okay. It's it is what it is. Smoke your best shit because I promise you. When I say I promise you, I told you they're ending the dollar. I told you they're ending all tangible fiscal monetary funds. It's over. It's all going to be electronic. It's going to be a credit system like Facebook, like Instagram, TikTok. Oh, I got 400 points this week. Oh, nice. Ah, ah. Hey, baby, you got to send me 12 credits. All right. Is what it is. It is what it is. And nobody cares. And I'm going on vacation tomorrow, but I still have to go to work for like 2 hours. Ah, Geo. Geo. I'm 451. Did you notice Geo has 3 letters? And did you notice 451 has 3 numbers? Is what it is. So we got 2 good guys here. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. We got Jeremy. We got Sacco. Geo. Geo. Is what it is. Here's what it is. So we got the flex. We got the flex. We got the flex. We got the flex from Anthony P from Brooklyn. Yeah, is what it is. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, and I don't care. Nobody cares. Here we go. Look, we got this from Anthony. 2 Sinistra Kilo Toros, 2 Romeo Mil Flores in 2019 Cubans, and 1 JSK. Fuck the FDA. Interesting, interesting. Uh, and look at he put in the package. You see that? It's got Richie. You see that? It's got Richie. You see that? You see Richie, right? You see Richie, huh? Richie, what are you talking about? Oh, Gion? Oh, excuse me, Jeremy. I was doing an unboxing. Apparently, this is Jeremy's show. You're right. Let me stop what I'm doing. It's a flex, Jeremy. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. You're. I said your fucking Wheaties today. All right, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing. Hold on, no. I'm gonna stop what I'm doing. Oh, look, you didn't even make plans. The guy you want me to stop what I'm doing for told you to go fuck yourself. Jeremy. Jeremy's a Jeremy's in an awkward spot because Jeremy's nickname is the Gent, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't mean it like that, Richie. Richie's got to go hard on everything." Jeremy, I got to go hard, Jeremy. The guys lose respect. I got to bust your balls sometimes, Jeremy. You're okay. You're right. You're right. Jeremy just unsubscribes. He just like throws the wrench out the window. Jeremy's SUV just pulls next to a bridge. You see the wrench go over the bridge into the water. The episode of Sopranos is what it is. So much respect. Look at that. Look at that, Richie. Look at that, Richie. Look at Richie. That's Richie right there, baby. That's it. Jeremy, you're flexing on me. You're flexing. That was good. That was good. So look, we got Richie. And we got 5 cigars in here. So let's get into that. Appreciate the love, bro. Appreciate it. Always appreciate it when guys want to share. Just like Richie shares with you almost every night of the week at the lounge, Richie. But nobody cares about Richie's lounge. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It is what it is. Man, you used a good amount of tape. Impressive. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Wow. I was trying to keep the bag from ripping, but that tape is oh shit. All right, we got it. Wow. All right, we got a Bovin in here. We got some El Tap tape. Ah, ah. Oh, it smells good, bruh. It smells good, bruh. Look at that. I'm putting this in my car. Look at that. Look at that. It's it. Richie. Look at Richie. Tonight, I'm gonna use it as a bib, as a smoking bib. Can I put that there? Oh, I got tape, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. So Richie's gonna hang out with us tonight. The Richie Show. Do 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 do. Give me a second. I know what I'm doing here. I'm smart. I did arts and crafts when I was a kid. Do 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 do. All right. So Richie's here tonight. Richie's gonna smoke cigars with us all night. Richie, you comfortable? Richie, you comfortable? Richie, is that okay? Richie, are we come full circle? Anthony P from Brooklyn sent us Richie from Brooklyn. Look at that. Flex. Flex. Geo's flexing. Queens and Brooklyn in the fucking house. Western Long Island. Brooklyn is West Long Island. Queens is like Eastern Western Long Island. It's the eastern part of the western part of Long Island. It's Long Island. I don't care what you give a shit. It's what it is. Let's flex on these haters. Let's flex on these hoes. This is the Sinistro Kilo. I've never seen this cigar. Sinistra. Let's get a sniff of it. That sounded kind of dirty. Let's take a sniff, but you should probably sniff. Smells nice. I never had this one. Looking forward to that. Sinistro. Okay. Never saw that one. Okay. This is a matching one. Sinistro. So we'll have a good chance to review this cigar, unless I just smoke them in New York and I just enjoy them. And if I just enjoy them without reviewing, I don't care, man, because I'm human. I'm human, bro. This band is fucking crazy. This is the JSK. Fuck the FDA. Wow. Wow. That is an impressive band. You got to see the band. You can't see it without the light on. JSK. Yo, that cigar smells almost a little funky. That cigar smells crazy. I never seen that one. Very dark, thick looking Maduro, almost a Skuro wrapper. I'd say actually probably a Skuro if they don't call it. We have a complete closed foot. It is what it is. Where's Sack? I don't know. So this is the JSK. Never saw this one. This one's called, and it's got a whole bunch of middle fingers on it. Wow, that's the most offensive um, cigar advertisement I ever seen. It looks like it's a nice Robusto. That is a very dark cigar. So this one I'm really excited because I never had that one, and it looks from the looks, it looks like a scary cigar. Is it going to be scary? Well, I don't know. I'll have to find out. And then I saved this for last because good old, in my opinion, are these Coronas or I don't know the size. These are Romeo and Juliet Cubans. We got legit Cubans from our buddy Anthony P. These are the Cuban version of Romeo. He's like, wait, those are the real version. Well, the people that made Romeo escaped, but we're not going to go into politics. A cigar is a cigar at the end of the day, right? Is it enjoyable, right? Bro, I fucking told you, man. And look at that. Yeah. Nobody asked you. Shut the fuck up. Look at that. So, what did I decide to smoke tonight? I'm smoking this. I don't give a shit. Wait, man, you can't smoke, some people would say, oh, those are the best ones in the bag. Those are Cubans. Some people might say to me, it's up to interpretation. What is the best cigar? Um, but the bottom line is, it's what I wanted to smoke tonight, and I am. So Anthony P, shout out, appreciate the cigars and the two Cuban cigars. Much respect. And it's funny because I'm going to New York tomorrow. I'm literally flying fucking back to Long Island tomorrow. You could have just gave me the cigar. You could have met me at my grandma's house. I'm gonna be in Selden like tomorrow. You could have met me at my grandma's house. Forget about it, right? It's what it is. Now Gio said his camera's broken. What the hell is that? Yeah, the Joshua Corral. That's the one they made with CBD. That one is fuck the FDA. That's the name of the cigar. It's called fuck the FDA. That's the name of it. All right, draw seems good. Now I invited Gio to come on. Where's Gio? Where is Gio? Gio, you want to talk about the cigar? What the hell is this shit? The hell is that? Huh? 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 Dude, I told you, man. I smoked one yesterday, bro. How good is that cigar? How good is that cigar, bro? Firm, you missed out, Firm. I don't know which one you got, Firm, and you're sitting on a gold mine, Firm. You got to be smoking your best shit. I don't know how you got a bad one. I guess it happened. But now, two other brothers, triple confirmation, and I smoked it again yesterday. Fucking loved it. I'm trying to see if I'm getting any different toasting notes with, Cuban tobacco. Smoke it up, bro. Smoke it up. What's up, bro? Bro, so are you done hating?
It's better than the Cortado, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you're such an asshole.
Yo, honestly, I just wanted to kind of sit with this and enjoy it. To be honest, not to be a dickhead, but
I mean, that's serious, right? Right?
I don't,
Because
I don't want to
honestly,
be. I don't want to be selfish, but
dude, are you holding the smoke on it? Hold that smoke. Hold that smoke. How nice is that? It's like a hug from mommy. It's so nice, right?
mm, yeah, it's real tasty. It's nice. It's good.
Mm.
I'm getting like a lot of dried fruits, dark like espresso, maybe cedar wood. I got like a lot of like. I don't really do a cold draw, but I got like a lot of cherries and figs from the cold draw.
It's a very festive cigar. If you zoom out and forget about individual flavors, look what is the picture is a bunch of strokes, but at the end of the day, it's still one picture, right? So what is the whole picture? And to me, that was just like a holiday festive Christmas cigar. You know what I'm saying? Though, like
It's real good.
it's a happy blend, right? But it's got balls. It's not like it's a boring cigar.
No, it's good. It keeps you interesting. It's nice. I got a nice little zing from the retro hail there. It was good. Nice. Definitely box worthy. I don't know what kind of firm got, but unfortunately, but
I feel bad for Firm. I don't know if he had a bad day. I don't know what happened. What the fuck, you know?
uh,
Like I feel now every person like we're gonna have Bill Clinton on. Dude, this is Boxworth. If Firm's like, oh, Firm's the only guy that had a bad review. I feel bad. Like you're gonna give the cigar to like a newbie. It's his first cigar. He's like, oh my god, I'm gonna start smoking tobacco. Like you know, what I'm saying? Like,
the
bro,
aromas are real nice, dude. It's nice. It's good.
I told it, man. Anthony
Yeah,
was smelling that cigar, man.
yeah. I got a little retro, Jeremy. I think, dude, I don't want to smoke it too fast. I don't want it to heat up too much, but it's really good.
Yeah, but at the same time, don't let it go out either. It's very thick, slow burning tobacco. Just
Yeah,
find a nice pace. It all depends also how moist it is. You know what I'm saying, though?
bro, this for $100 for 10 cigars?
Bro,
What?
but you understand what I'm saying, bro? Bro, you seem just as happy as smoking a VSG or a regular Opus, right? You seem pretty happy right now.
To be honest, I feel happier because like it's a bargain compared to what I mean.
But take the price out because then you feel like you're cheapening it. Like that's like saying, well, she's a pretty girl, but
Yeah.
for the price, Well, that sounds like a whore, but you get what I'm saying, though. Like that's a great cigar at any price. Okay, the fact that it's $10 doesn't make any sense.
It's really good. The burn is great. The draw is phenomenal. It's like effortless. Like really good. Nice.
But it's the most, dude. That profile. As soon as you light it up, you're like, what is this? I've
Yeah.
never had a cigar like that. Nobody else is playing that song. You know what I'm saying though? And like,
I'm gonna
bro, I've had it twice. I can't get sick of it, man. I had twice. How often do I do the same cigar in the same week? Like
yeah.
Anthony P smoking it for his third night in a row now.
Dude, you like knocked off a couple other cigars, but when you said Padron 26 Maduro, you said this is better than. Honestly, that took me back. I thought I didn't know. Like I was
Here's
just
the
like,
thing, bro. I'm being honest. The Padron 26 is one of my favorite cigars. I didn't say it's the best cigar I ever had. I mean, it's up there because once you get up to like a level, let's say 9 out of 10, as far as the scale, at that point, like they're all great. So it's like, oh, Michael Jordan or I don't know, whatever,
yeah,
Scottie Pippen. Like, yeah, of course Jordan's better, but like you gonna say Scottie Pippen's bullshit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this, you
yeah.
know, So it is what it is. And look what happened. Everyone left. As soon as you came on, they saw your ugly face and they got the fuck out.
I mean, I can hop off if you want. I think that's
No,
what happened. Let me leave. Let me go. Let me
no,
go.
bro. I love when you come on, man. Chill out. Fuck the haters, man. If they don't want to see your nice white teeth, then who gives a shit?
When you get closer, they're actually not that nice, but it is what it is.
Here's what it is. Stay strapped. It's the end of the world, and we're smoking AJ Fernandez. I never thought it would be like this.
Dude, and you shit on him more than obviously. I mean, obviously, like for good reason. I mean, not maybe you had your own reasons, but yeah,
I never shit on him that he didn't make tobacco. I never shit on that he had bad construction. For me, it was like Rocky Patel. He made better blends than Patel. My issue with him was that he's loaning his name out on everything just to put it out there. But I guess it sticks though. You know what I'm saying? Though,
yeah. Firm S, what's the date on my box? Let me check.
They don't drop the cigars.
I put it down. Dude, the box gives me like old school, like Dale Earnhardt fucking vibes, like fucking old gas station, like
Yeah, dude, I love everything about it.
pretty good. It's weird that like it's limited edition, but they didn't number it, which is odd. Usually, like if it's limited edition, they'll number it.
Yeah.
Um, November 2nd, 2022.
Okay, so mine was a month older. Not even. Mine was like 2 weeks older. Mine was October or something like that.
But internationally,
No, no,
don't
no,
they
no, 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 no. What did you say it was?
11/2/22? But don't they flip the month and the date overseas?
Yeah, so that might be like February 11th,
Yeah, it
20.
might be February 11th, 2022, because they flipped the date.
Yeah, because I don't think because here's the thing: those things came out in the stores in June. of 22. So there's no way that was made in November. You know what I'm saying? Of 22, because that's saying that we made 3 months after they released it. That wouldn't make any sense. They couldn't
Yeah.
do that. You know what I'm saying? No. So that was put in the box in February, and it takes time to go through customs, right, and everything else. And by the time it actually hits America, it was the summertime. You know, and maybe even longer because I just saw them coming out last week.
It does burn pretty quick though. I mean, maybe
That's
I'm
because you're
exaggerating.
enjoying it, bro.
Yeah.
Stop
Dude,
fucking hassling, bro. You're smiling, man. That cigar, man, makes
I always smile, but yeah, no, it's good. I'm
bullshit,
enjoying it.
bro. You now you see what I deal with when I got to review a cigar and still talk to fucking idiots like you. You know what I'm saying? Now you know what it's like. I'm ruining your high, right? You'd rather be just by yourself right now, getting entertained, right?
Ah,
Yeah.
catch 22. I mean, if it was an Opus 20th or like something like I don't know, for me, like obviously like that's like a godlike cigar for me. I'd probably want to be
But how
by
was that not a
myself.
god like this? So you disrespecting it? Why?
All
Just
right,
because it was harder to find, or because it cost more? If you found a brick of gold in Walmart at aisle 12, is it still a brick of gold? You're like, yeah, but it wasn't that hard to find. Who gives a fit? Don't ask any questions. It's a miracle.
dude,
Okay.
it burns really well.
I wouldn't care if it had a terrible burn. The flavor on that,
Wait, check it out.
eh, yeah, bro. There you go,
I,
man.
dude,
So how?
honestly, and it came today too. I got the box today. I stabbed the humidimeter in it. It was 65. So I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna light this up right now. Usually I would wait like 2 weeks, but fuck it,
Bro, how nice is that band? It looks like Christmas, right?
dude, it's good.
Yeah.
It doesn't say AJ on it though. Does it say
It
AJ? No.
does in the front. In the front, it says like A. It's the way they did it was weird. You see on the front, it says A, and you see the J's on an angle.
Okay,
It's
gotcha.
smart. He's doing a little more classier in this one. But I don't care. I don't care if that was a JC Newman Quorum cigar. If that was the blend, I would still blow my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care. So it's not like I'm an AG fan like forever. That cigar is just whoever made that. You get what I'm saying? No, I don't care if Placencia made that cigar. I would still feel the same way. You know?
Yeah, dude, the aromas are nice, dude. This is honestly like I might if I had any more room in my humidor, I'd probably buy another box to be honest, just for the price and the value. Like,
Bro, you could trade one fucking Royal Release and buy a box.
yeah,
I mean, like, it's not like when you're smoking that, you're like, oh, this is a bad day. Like, are you kidding me, bro? Like, that cigar is what I call that's like the snob killer. You know what I'm saying? Because, like,
hell yeah,
that cigar piece, 20, 30, 40, $50 cigars, I can name them all day. I'd rather have that. And that's not me being like, oh, it's just because it's cheap. No, bro, I smoked a lot of stuff, man. That blend is a unicorn. And for $10, you got to be fucking kidding me. That you got to
yeah.
be. I almost don't want to be talking about it because I don't want no one to buy it.
It's almost like a dark cinnamon, like almost like a creme brulee, but maybe cooked a little too much type flavor,
But
or like
nice.
yeah, or like a Sfigidel, you know, like
Yeah,
the pastry.
yeah, but did you smell the foot? I get spicy raisins before I lit it.
Yeah,
What'd you get?
dude. Yeah, I got like figs and cherries and shit. Usually I
Okay,
don't.
so
Yeah,
it's same,
same
same,
thing.
same
Yeah,
interpretation. It's a dark fruit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Bro, if a cop pulls up right now and I got Richie on my chest and I'm smoking a Cuban cigar, what am I gonna say?
How's your cigar doing? Good.
Very nice. It's a classic Romeo. Um, it's slightly earthy, slightly nutty, quite leathery. It has a really distinct, cedar note. But when you say a wood note, not all cedar notes feel taste the same. It's obviously uniquely Cuban. It's drawing fine. The burn's going pretty good, but the draw is fine.
Nice.
Um, it's a it's not this is not a strong stick off the bat, and it's not. I wouldn't say an extremely complex type
Yeah.
of cigar. Uh, but I was in the mood for this. It's a very nice, relaxing. I say right now it's medium plus. Um, it's
Nice.
just a nice, but I haven't had a Cuban in a while, and I like the size. So it's. And I know it's gonna ramp up a little bit too. I'm just
Yeah.
enjoying it, but you're ruining it because now I got to talk about it.
All right, my bad, dude. You've been on a streak recently, right? You've been smoking good. You've been enjoying. I mean, for a while. I mean, obviously it's up and down with trying different cigars and
It
this and
just
that.
got
But
stronger with that puff. It got saltier and more black pepper. But keep going. It's your show.
bro, Christmas theme, bro. Christmas. Check it out. I got the red shirt. I got the red shirt on by accident. Christmas, bro. Christmas,
bro.
bro.
Bro, come on, bro. Like you can't, bro. Look, bro. How accurate is Richie, man?
Little
Like,
skyline in
like
the
you,
background.
you guys, listen. You know me. I'm not I've had some AJs I enjoyed, but I'm not like a fan of him. To get, it's not like you're smoking piece of shit cigars, and it's not like Anthony P smoking shit cigars. So to you guys, you smoke good shit, right? And then
Yeah,
you take my recommendation, and you're like, oh shit, like, dude. When I stress, that's why it wasn't just about how good the cigar is. That I can't believe the whole combination was happening. You know what I'm saying, though, and the fact of the whole thing, not just the price, but that it's limited. So I really wanted guys to get a chance to have this before you die, because that might be the only box you get. Maybe one more. You don't be that serious. You know what I'm saying,
yeah.
though.
Who knows? And Rich, and I'm on cigar Instagram and Twitter. Like I'm following like the main accounts, like the big players. Like I've never seen this online at all. I'm dead honest. I haven't seen this on one account at all.
Make a statement. Say it's better than Padron 26 and see what happens. Because I'm telling you, it is. I put my name out there. I don't care. And I love Padron 26. That cigar, and you haven't even got to the middle of the finish, the end.
The Patron 26 natural for me is like I love that cigar. I mean, I think it's a different kind of party. This is like a prettier cigar. I
I
think it's
never
more.
said any of those cigars were the same party. I
Yeah,
just said if you zoom out, the fact that $11 fucking AJ by General not only was even being considered or being equal, but crushing the competition at double, triple the price, quadruple the price. Um, bro, I'll take a box of that over like a box of like Padron 80th, and with the difference, I could buy like a used Glock. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be fine. I'll smoke 10 cigars. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude, this is smoking like a dream too. Like it's like a lot of cigars like that Opus I smoked last week. Like the inside was smoking, but the outside wrapper leaf wasn't burning as much as the inside was.
and listen, and I'm not trying to compare it to all the greats because I don't want to disrespect the greats. They're still great cigars, but this one is like the chosen one. Okay, now let's zoom in. Let's compare it to mid tier. Nothing compares. Nothing. What mid tier? Nothing. What $10, $12 cigar you compare it to? Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Put your name on it. Try to tell me a mid tier cigar better than that.
I mean, I'm not being cocky. I don't really smoke a ton of mids here.
Yeah, I'm not a hater, but I crush a lot. Oh, look at this guy.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, damn. I mean, you know me, Rich. I mean, my cigar journey. I mean, I was looking for like the higher end shit because I didn't know cigars, so I thought if I spent more, I would get better sticks. But I feel like now I'm able to like go backwards a little bit. And like for me, like this is like
In theory, you
this
do.
makes me
Of course,
question why I
you
bought all
do.
that.
But it's not like every expensive cigar is worth the money, though. So in the big picture, yes, obviously, if you're buying a bunch of $20 cigars, you're smoking good shit. But if you zoom in, it doesn't mean it's like a person that was born rich is a person earning it. It doesn't mean every person that rich deserves that money. They just happen to walk on shit, or they're hiding in their name, like their daddy gave it to them. In this
Mm,
case, yeah, there's a lot of $20 cigars. You're like, that was a waste of time. But
yeah,
you know, the ones I go back to are ones that are not. Um, but this cigar changes everything because you're like, well, if this guy could give me that cigar with that type of limited age tobacco, that obviously it's rare because
yeah,
I have never had a profile like that. Um, then we're getting fucked because it's $11. That means Padron could be selling their cigars for $12 if they wanted to. If they wanted to, if
yeah,
they really wanted to, they could give you all the excuses. Oh, we got to raise the price. We got to raise the price. We got to raise the price. All right. All right, because I remember when I started smoking Padron 64 was like $12. You know what I'm saying though? What is it now? It's gonna be at least 20.
yeah.
Uh,
Like I smoked like that Florida Antilles like 10th anniversary for $40, and like I had a bad draw. I know Jeremy likes it a lot. I know a lot of people online like it a lot, but like I'm like this is not a $40 cigar. And like to be honest, like even like all the money I spent on all my opus, like obviously like I paid for it, and like in hindsight, like I almost wish I didn't. I'm happy with the purchase, but some of them it's just like I definitely overpaid a lot. So
well, you just got gouged. So you're not saying Opuses are great cigars, but
yeah,
you're
yeah,
you're you're saying you paid like 50, $60 for a $25 cigar. Because here's the
yeah,
thing, let's not get it twisted. $25 cigar is still fucking expensive. I know all of a sudden the past year or two, everything went up so much, so it seems cheap, $20. That's not cheap. Like cigars, dude, I mean, like very few cigars even 10 years ago were $20. You know what I'm saying though? You know? So
yeah.
It is
And
what it is.
like,
But the
and I
high
feel
end
like,
stuff is getting
yeah,
gouged. Opus is getting gouged. So like I just bought an Opus 888 for $20. That's the real price. But
yeah,
that's the real price. And then you'll pay $40 because you're in New York. It's not $40. It's not.
yeah.
It's a great $20 cigar. You know what I'm saying though? But $40? No. That's
Dude, I feel
you
like
get that.
not to be like, I don't know. I feel like no cigar is worth like 40, 50. I mean, obviously, if you can't get it, like at that point, like it has to be like blow me away to be like, wow, that's
But
actually
that's what I'm saying. How much better is it?
exact. Yeah, it can only get so good. Yeah, I agree.
At that point, it's with an expensive box. It's the prestige, and I get it, limited production. But you're right. After you get to past $20, you start losing me. And I'll still buy a cigar like over that
Yeah,
caliber, that price. But it doesn't mean it's not like a $40 cigar. Okay, put it this way: a $20 cigar could be twice as good as a $10 cigar. But very rarely is a $40 cigar twice as good as a 20. Does that make any sense?
that's very,
At that point,
that's brilliant. That's
like
brilliant.
after $20, it's like every cigar is in the major leagues. So you could be the
Yeah,
worst guy in the major leagues. You're still a major league pitcher. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? No, you go play any high schooler. You could fucking you get what I'm saying though. So
yeah. That's very well said, Rich. Yeah, that's a good point.
yeah. Well, I know I said it.
Richie has
I
feelings
gotta admit,
too.
man, me
Richie
and
has
you have
feelings
really
too.
good energy. I just like fucking with you, man. But it's respectful.
Yeah, of course. It's kosher. You keep it kosher.
Well,
What,
if that's the sign you held by, I respect that. I have
what, what's everyone
I
else
have Jewish
smoking?
friends, I have Catholic friends, I have Protestant friends, um, some atheist friends. I don't have any Satanist friends, um, but it is what it is.
Yeah. What's everyone else smoking?
Nobody cares. And look at that.
I care. I care.
Look,
I
look
care.
at that. Cubans giving a great draw and a great burn. Richie's making look Cubans look stupid. Like, dude, look, Rich, and this is a small cigar. I shouldn't be growing this. If the ash falls on me, I don't care. This has got to be like a 42 gauge. It's small.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bigger. If you, Anthony P, could you give me the stats on this for everyone for the size? I'm enjoying it though. It's just very delicious and it's very chill, stronger and heavier than like a regular Connecticut. Because I can't exactly how to place it because is this like just a shade grown? So could you call that a would you call that a Cuban Connecticut? Right? I don't know what you would call that then because obviously it's Cuban seed, according to Cubas, but obviously this is some kind of shade grown wrapper. It has a light reddish brown look to it. Um, but it's picking up. The balls is picking up. Uh, hey, what's up, bro? But it's just a really nice cigar, man. But that's what to me when it comes down to Cuban or non-Cuban doesn't matter to me. If it's good, it's good. It's not like I'm not going to splice hairs and go, oh my god, I've never had a cigar like this on the non-Cuban side. No, it's just a really nice profile, very delicious, and the cigar has some time on it, so I respect it. But at the same time, if something's Cuban, I'm not going to give it carte blanche. It has to be better. At the same time, if something's not Cuban, I'm not going to say, oh, it's bullshit because it's not Cuban. Like you know what I'm saying though? Like it's like every cigar takes the SATs individually, so you can't go, oh well, no. So you get what I'm saying though? So you can't. I never give a cigar blind respect because it was made in this country or made by that company. In
Yeah.
fact, it's the opposite. If I smoke another Opus, which I will, it better be great because all the other Opuses were great. Don't give me
Yeah.
a bad. I never had a bad Opus, but you get what I'm saying though. So in
Hmm.
a way, if a cigar comes from a brand or a model that's so great, that better be great, or else you wasted my fucking money. Money plus,
Yeah.
I hate smoking. That's it's like a scratch off. Would you rather win on a 10 on $20 ticket? I'd rather win on a 20. But would you
Yeah.
rather lose on a 10 or 20? I'd rather lose on a 10. So if it's gonna be a bad cigar, I hope it's $10. Because if you give me a $20 bad cigar, I'm really fucking mad. Do you get it?
Yeah. I hear you.
You
I hear you.
you understand?
But Rich, this was made for you, bro. It matches the face, bro. It matches your personality sometimes. A little fiery.
Look, it's a white band with a red face. I'm a white guy with a red face. I mean, I'm white, right? Look at watch. Look at my hand and then the face. It's a white guy. It's a red guy. It's a white guy.
Does it get redder in the wintertime, bro? When it's dry, a little colder, bro?
You're really a racist, man. This is the skin I have, man. Would you talk to that? Would you talk like that to somebody of any other color or race? This is what I am. Like people, this is what I am. This is the way God made me, man. That's it.
I
I'm a
respect
white
that.
man with a red face. This is my color. I'm sorry it offends you. I'm sorry it offends you. Okay?
Yo, smoke shit, Rich. Smoke your best shit. Rich, I'm glad you're enjoying, bro. You deserve it, man. You're a good guy, bro.
All my shit's packed. All my clean underwear, my clean socks, all my clothes, my shirt, everything nice and folded. Everything's ready to go. Tomorrow I just go to work for like 2 hours, and then I catch a ride with Lyft, and I got my flight. I'm gonna smoke cigars though from the airport though outside. There's a place I go to where I chill out and I smoke cigars outside. So if that's still there, it's just you'll see. Then maybe I'll go live.
Wait, at JFK?
No, you idiot! At Denver.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
So instead of going through check-in right away, I sit outside, and there's a spot where I can sit and smoke a cigar.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, so maybe we'll go live. From the airport, you smoke a cigar outside. You can't smoke in the airport, unfortunately. That's what it is. He says this is 42, 5 minutes. So it's a 5 by 42. It's a petite Corona. It's fantastic. Jeremy smoking Don Arturo grand anniversary. You mean Arturo Fuerte? Wait, which was that? Is he
The,
wait? Don Arturo.
the blue band.
Yes. Okay. But why?
I can show you if you want.
I know what it is. I know what the fucking cigars. I was smoking that shit when you were itching your daddy's pants. All right. 30 years ago, I was smoking that cigar. I'm making that shit up. But I wasn't even out 30 years ago. I'm 10 years old. Richie's smoking. He's like,
It's the 100th anniversary of Opus, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong.
the sourdough notes come in that classic sourdough note I get with Cubans. So yeah, but it's not a very super heavy cigar. And by our standards on the non-Cuban side, it wouldn't be considered a strong cigar. Like if you were smoking even like a Warhawk or something like that, or even a Cohiba Connecticut, if we're going to keep on the lighter shade, those are stronger. But it's very nice, Um, I would say it's a very balanced. So, it's nice. Where I would put it right now, I put it at a 4.2, solid rating. Nice. I would have it again. If this was like $10, $12, I'd buy it. If it was like $20, no, not for a Corona. But
Isn't that your favorite size, Rich? That's your favorite Vitola, right?
I prefer it because I'd rather have two Coronas of the same cigar because I like it's kind of like if you had sex with a girl for like 10, 20 minutes, gave it a break, and you came back again instead of like banging for like 40 minutes straight. You know what I'm saying though? Or like you, 30 seconds.
Yeah, dude. 2 pumps, that's it.
I saw your porno, gone in 60 seconds.
Yeah, Jeremy, I gotta smoke. I mean, stop me if you heard this before. I haven't. I haven't smoked it yet, but I gotta get on that for sure. I paid I think like $35 for that cigar. I got like 5 of them, some shit.
Oh,
I don't
nice.
know. I don't know if that's good or bad, but
He said, awesome cigar. If you take 4, well, I would love that cigar then. Absolutely. He says they go for about 100, 120 for a box of 10. Yeah, that's exactly where I'd put it. I would consider this a high quality cigar. If this was 10, $12, yeah, I'd buy it. If this was in America for $12, I'd buy it. I wouldn't pay 15, 20 unless I really want to try it, but like that's a lot for a Corona. But it's this I would consider this like a high, like a higher end mid tier cigar. You know what I'm saying though? Because $10, $12 would be expensive in America for a Corona. You know what I'm saying though? It's not a big size.
it's interesting. Anthony P said the Corona like cigars like they have like a good yield, like good crop. Even Sacco said like the quality control is getting better. I even saw like Eddie Sahakian on YouTube. He was like, yeah, Cubans are getting better conjunction. So hopefully, they're turning better for. Yeah, I don't have any experience with
It's
Cubans, but
nice. It's going really nice. Ferminator smoking Lucione MK Ultra here. I find that to be a pretty good strong cigar. I like Lucione. That's a pretty stout. He says you really see Opus MSRP. I do though. I do. My guy. I know you guys. My guy here. World class cigars. World class cigars. Power Rangers. Remember I told you I was buying Power Rangers for $18.
dude, that Angel Share you got for $60 for 3.
Oh yeah. No. It was like 50. It was like 52, 54, something like that.
Dude, I see those for 130 easily online all the time. All the time. 130, 125 all the time.
You're getting gouged. So dude, that guy's holding a box of El Rey de Mundos for me. He just hit him for me. He's like, "That's your box. That's your box."
Dude, that guy's an OG, man. I got don't fuck around.
It, the guy, Richie's got his back. Put him that way. You know what I'm saying? Though
And
he's not
and
even a
to,
big guy. He's not
and
like a
to be
big guy.
honest, like you don't even shout out really any really big businesses at all. Like you regularly shout them out, which is pretty cool. So
No, and it's not like he's paying me, but he
I know,
respects me
yeah.
so much, and I appreciate the respect. So I go out of my way for him. I don't have to, and a lot of guys have been to him from the show. You know what I'm saying, though? And there's, Big D sent me or Richie sent me, whatever. Maybe some
That's
guys
cool.
don't say anything, but you know,
That's awesome.
so it's what it is. You know, but yeah, he says magical. He's liking that cigar. Fantastic for him. Yeah. And Joshua says he's smoking Monty. All right, interesting. But yeah, man. I'm glad you look at that. I'm gonna let you go because I know you want to enjoy that cigar, and you're boring me. But
Yeah, I was gonna say get Jeremy on, but yeah. All right, Rich. We'll talk, but safe flight and everything like that. And
bro, I'm gonna be in New York, man. I make that serious, bro. Sunday, Saturday, you gonna be with your mom, having dinner.
yeah,
What time?
I don't know. I don't know. She's been bitching at me. I haven't seen her in a little while, so
Well, if you switch it to Sunday, Saturday, if you want, you take the Long Island Railroad. I'll pick you up in Ronkonkoma. We're having a party at my grandma's house where my cousin lives, and it's my aunt, my uncle Johnny Fingers. We're gonna probably make some steaks, smoke cigars. And it's a beautiful outdoor deck, but it's covered. It's like a
man,
veranda. But I don't
dude,
know.
you trying to be fam, Rich? You trying to be boys, bro? And meet the fam, hang out.
Just don't be talking to my cousin too much. But
Bro, Rich, I'm a nice guy. Let's keep it in the family, you know.
it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. It's off
You'd rather it
limits.
be me than somebody else. Be honest. Come on.
No, it's off limits. It's like, remember, like in Scarface, he's like, "You got a nice sister. Leave her alone." Like, you remember Scarface? Remember?
Rich, I got a nice cigar collection, bro. I come from a good family, bro. I got
Yeah,
a dog.
yeah. Imagine that was the thing, like when you meet a girl and you meet a father. He's like, "So what kind of cigars you got?" Like, because most of the time the father asks you, "What do you do?" You know, what I'm saying, bro, are you gonna come on down or not? I think your mom would understand, bro. Your mother's always gonna be there on Sunday or Friday. Uh, Richie, come on, that's the because Sunday my daughter has dance all day, and Friday and Monday. If I want my kid, I can't invite you over. Just me and you, my kid. That's what are you gonna do? Hey, this is your uncle.
This is my degenerate friend from the internet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is your real dad. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's he's
Stop, stop.
retarded. He's retarded, so I took custody.
All right, I'm gonna leave. God bless. Take care. All right, stay
You
fresh.
gonna come by or not? You gonna come by?
Dude, I don't have a car, dude. It's like I'm
I
at the.
just said take a fucking Long Island Railroad. You could get the Long Island Railroad.
I
Take
know.
it to Ronkonkoma.
I'm
Take it to
going home to
Ronkonkoma.
Rockland to see my family, bro. I don't know.
So how you getting there? How you getting there?
Taking the train, taking the subway, taking an Uber.
You can't take a train to go see. I'll pick you up at the railroad in Ronkonkoma. It's
All
10
right,
minutes
bro.
from.
Bro, sweeten the deal. What else you got? What else? Come on. What else you got? No, I'm just joking.
Now go fuck yourself.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know. I don't want to.
No, not invite.
I don't
You
want to
know what?
say yes. I don't want to say yes and then be like I can't make it.
Because, bro, I'll call your mom and see if you actually go there on Saturday. If you say you went to see your
Oh,
mom and you didn't, I'll find out. Is this Mrs. Gio? Is your son a scumbag? Did he show up today? No. Oh, he wanted to brag. Oh, I gotta go visit my mother. He didn't even show up. He's sitting at home smoking open sex. Hey, mom, I'm a little busy right now smoking open sex. Smoke your best shit, mom.
dude, I told my mom like about like the lounge like a while ago, whatever. I was on YouTube. She's like, Evan, how's the YouTube thing going? How's that thing going? I'm like, Mom. I was like, it's just the guys hanging out. Like, it's not like I'm not famous. I'm not. It's not. I'm not special at all. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, it's what it is, man. You could come over for pasta and steaks or whatever, but hey, bro, I mean, it's what it is. It's what it is.
Damn,
We're
man.
gonna have the Italian accordion music playing. Johnny Stash is gonna be there. I mean,
Damn.
dude,
Stash.
you're more than welcome to come by, man. I mean,
All right, I'll let you know. I got your number, bro.
it is what it is, man. Haters are gonna hate.
All right, bro. God bless.
We're not gonna see you. You're gonna flake out.
I can't flake if I didn't say I was gonna go. That's not
Bro,
flake.
start calling you Dandruff because you're always flaking out.
God
I
bless.
go before you cry. You get out of here.
All right.
So Cuban cigar, great burn, great draw. Yep. I invited him over. He's in Queens. You know, and he's got no responsibility. He's got no kids. Doesn't have a wife. He's got time. I mean, he's got like a couple of those dolls at home. I mean, maybe they got to keep. Maybe Gio's got to keep the dolls busy. You know, it is what it is. This cigar is going very nice. Um, it's actually quite smooth. I think he said it was 2019. Was this 2019? Yes. Hey, what's up, bro? So I guess that this would have 4 years on it, and definitely it feels quite smooth. But I wouldn't normally recommend 4 years on a cigar, but I guess on Cubans, a lot of guys do, and because the shorter aging. And do you have any Cubans, Jeremy? Do you age them?
I I have a couple. I got a sampler not too long ago, but no, they're fairly fresh. I don't. Well, I take that back. I do have a partial box of Cohibas left. I think they're from 2019.
Yes, they got some time on it too.
Yeah,
I'm about to drop this ash because at this point, for this little 42 gauge, I just don't feel like it dropping in my car.
yeah.
Wow, surprising. That's
Oh wow,
surprising. Wow,
wow,
the first upside down Cuban cigar. Get the fuck out, dude. Dude, that's a flex, man. Fucking Cuban.
wow. Like a 42
Wow,
gauge, dude. That's impressive.
that's and I put out the window and I went like this and it didn't go and I'm like, the fuck, you know?
Yeah, that's impressive.
I guess it wants to hang out. Fuck, you know. I would say something about this profile that's very consistent. Like what it feels like is very consistent. So, um, I don't think. Do you think with Cubans it's less possible to have tons of transitions because it's only using tobacco from like one place? You know what I'm saying? Though, whereas let's say with non-Cubans, you could do anything. At the same time, you could also go way off course too, though. So I feel like there's
Yeah,
more risk with non-Cubans because you could get Pennsylvania, African tobacco. You could go from basically from Pennsylvania to Africa. You could have tobacco with non-Cubans, so it could get crazy. You know what I'm saying? No, it doesn't always mean it's good, but it also could be great. You know?
yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I've smoked Cubans, and I'm getting more into them, but I'm far from an expert. I haven't. I mean, you've probably smoked more than I have, Rich.
I just
Honestly.
flicked it again. I just
Wow.
put it out the window and like this, it didn't go. I wish I didn't do that. This thing would have went to the nub. Now it's kind of damaged, but that's
Yeah,
impressive, bro.
that's impressive. Hell yeah. But yeah, I mean, you probably have more experience. You've probably smoked more Cubans than I have, honestly.
I've smoked a lot of Cubans, but I haven't bought boxes and I haven't
Yeah,
stored them.
I,
You know what I'm
I've
saying?
only bought one box. That was a box of Cohiba Robusto. Um,
It's the one to have. There's nothing wrong with that. Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I-
I mean,
one of my favorites is still the Monty. The Monty 2 is just so classic. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's better than Cohiba, but I always have a good time with that cigar. You know, and back in the day, I didn't pay that much. I think I was getting them for, if I want to go back, I don't know. It's probably 6, 7 years ago when I was getting them from that guy. Um, I think I was paying 15 for one or 25 for two, cash. And this was a kind of under the table thing. Uh, they were solid, man. You know, but back then that was expensive for, you know, one cigar, $15. If you're going back to 2000, like 15, 16, that's not cheap. You know what I'm saying though?
yeah, yeah.
So
But
inflation.
to answer your question, though, I mean, I think like smoking the Cohibas, I've definitely had some transitions. I think, but yeah, I don't know though. I don't know if that's normal though. Like for like if you go to the mid tier Cubans, I don't know.
Yeah, no, but also I guess that's a transition. But I mean, like where you get like a crazy exotic flavor. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, no, that's we were talking about that, right? I mean, I think there's definitely I do notice some subtle differences, but that's what I was kind of asking Anthony the other night. You know, do those subtle differences come out more as you age Cuban cigars? Because I don't have a lot of experience with like heavily aged Cuban cigars. So, with that being said, to me, Cuban cigars they're great. If you're in the mood for a Cuban, there's nothing like it. But again, that being said, like they all of them kind of to me they all kind of have that what I'll call Cuban flavor. It's kind of hard
right.
to
So I think if
describe.
you love that, you're only gonna want Cubans because it's
Yeah,
very unique. Because the bottom line is it's all puros from Cuba. So
yeah,
I get to me obviously I would be doing non-Cubans, just for just because the price and the availability. But then again, he was saying he gets these for The problem is though, I'm not an expert on making sure I'm not getting fakes. If I started to order these online, I worry about it. So if I did get some, I'd probably just send some money to Anthony, like, yo, send me a box of these or something.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
verification, I guess.
yeah. Anthony, that's what I was just gonna say. Anthony, there's a Cuban twang. I've heard that expression.
That's
I
what I
agree with
call
Rich. I get
sourdough. It's lip pucker.
yeah, yeah. I get there's definitely like a sourdough note of some type, like on the palate, on on the finish. I would say in a lot of Cubans, and with Cubans, I get a floral retrohale a lot of the time, and I don't know if that's just me. Well, I know it's not just me because I know Sacco gets it too. I get floral with Cubans a lot.
It's really nice. What I liked about though, really the profile didn't transition, but the strength did. And
Yeah,
I mean, it's almost like feels very classical, like Fuente. The beginning was like medium, and then it went to medium plus, and now it's a medium full, and it's picking up. And I'm not, but it's not like ass kicking. I'm just saying the intensity's picking up, but it's still not super heavy on the palate though. It's heavier than it was in the beginning, but it's also not dark though. Maybe honestly, this 55% at best, 60% darkness. So normally Cubans don't get very dark cigars.
right, right.
But it
Yep, I would agree.
but it's more exciting than like a traditional Connecticut cigar. You know what I'm saying though?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure, 100% agree. Yeah, I mean, for some reason, I always hear this. There's like this. I don't know. I guess I'll call it a myth. Like a lot of people seem to think, and I don't know if they're more in. I would assume they're inexperienced smokers or maybe never had a Cuban cigar. But a lot of people like to say how strong Cubans are, and I'm like, I just don't get that
I
experience.
I have never had a strong Cuban.
I've
I
never
but
had a Cuban cigar that's
nothing like
been really
AJ
strong.
Fernandez Diablo or a 175 H Upman. You know, yeah. He spoke. He's saying that he's smoking that cigar. How good is that, Gio? Yeah,
Oh,
we got bad connection. What happened?
yeah, I think my Wi-Fi kicked out. You still there?
Mhm.
All right.
No, I expect this ash to drop any time because I did an ash test upside down and I put it out the window twice. I went like this and it didn't go.
Mm.
I can't believe, dude, that's the strongest Cuban ash you've ever seen. And this was held upside down and put out the window twice to go like that. And when it didn't go, I'm like, what the fuck? It's still there. So I'm gonna smoke another one after this, and I'm gonna see if I do it back to back.
Oh yeah.
And that burn, look at that burn, man. No touch ups.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually touch mine up just because my wrapper cracked a little bit, and I think it's because it's a little cold out.
And no, it's crazy. And well, no, it's good. Here's the thing too, bro. Right now it's only 39 degrees. That's not bad. Like it's not even close to freezing, so that's probably helping it too. If it was like 20 degrees outside, even because I had my windows open, like that affects a light shade cigar a lot. Is that what I'm saying though?
And Rich, you've had this cigar. I don't. You just didn't recognize the name. You've had this before, I
Yeah,
know.
Destino Siglo. But what are you calling it?
Well, the name of it it's the Don Arturo Grand Anniversario was the name of the cigar.
Okay, I didn't know they call it that. All right.
Yeah, I mean a lot of people Destino El Siglo or at least did, but the problem is there's so many Fuente cigars now. Well, I shouldn't say so many, but there's several Fuente cigars with the Destino band on them. The Destino band really was put on these initially because of it means destiny to the century. Destino El Siglo. So it represents, I guess, the anniversary, and I believe the initially with these, the age of some of the tobaccos they were using in there.
That smoke is getting really nice. I'm holding it. The whole profile, even though I've had these notes, let's say on non-Cubans, the way the profile's managed, it's like a portfolio. So if you had, let's say, different notes, but different percentages, but the way the whole thing hits, it's very distinct. So it's not that you can't get these notes from non-Cubans, but the ratio, you know what I'm saying, though? Because you're not going to get this tobacco because it's a Puro. So it's unique. So I could get that. If people enjoy that, and I respect that. Now, granted, remember, this one has 4 years of time on it. And whatever Anthony P's doing for storing his boxes, he's doing a good job. Because it's not like sometimes cigars have 4 years on them, they go dead if they're kept too moist, But
Yeah.
it is. I want to drop this ash. I just don't want it to fall, but I can't believe this little cigar.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Look
Hey,
at
drop it. That way you can relax.
that was funny before, man. When you tell me what to do, I was busting your balls.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, yo, why
Well,
don't
no,
you
it's funny. Like as I typed it, and right when I hit enter, you started getting the box. I was like, oh fuck! Like I realized like.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I hope that Richie doesn't realize. Meanwhile, other cigar channels, they wouldn't even read your comment. Any other YouTube channel doesn't know the guy on the show doesn't care what your comments. They have like a moderator, or they'll go, oh, somebody said something. They gave us $50. What's free? You know what I'm saying? They're like, only the Richie show. Every person's like, Richie's like, what'd you say? Like, it's a personal experience.
Yeah.
It's because you're important to me, Jeremy. Hey, you trimmed the beard. It looks good.
Actually, I cut my hair. My hair was getting pretty long.
No, but you trimmed this though.
Oh yeah, I cleaned it up a little bit. Yeah.
Richie notices things.
Yeah.
No, it looks
getting a little cleaned up for summer. I might cut the beard eventually. I usually cut it for summer.
So your job,
at least keep the goatee or something.
so
I look like
job,
Bobby from King of the Hill if I shave everything.
well, your job, you can have beards. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I think I'm gonna do one more puff and I'm gonna drop that.
Yeah.
But this thing would stay though, man.
Yeah, that's amazing, especially for that small ring gauge.
Yeah, it came off so easy at that point. I knew it was time. I like the salt note on the Cuban cigar. Really nice salt.
Yeah.
Like a rock salt. Like an aggressive salt. You know what I'm talking about?
It's part of that twang, or there's something on my palate.
You know what lighter shade Cuban cigars remind me of? Like a really nice sourdough pretzel with real rock salt, because you get that sourdough bready note and that salt.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna get like tons of fig notes on Cuban cigars.
Yeah. I mean,
you're not gonna really get chocolate on Cuban cigars.
Yeah.
But this is,
I won't say Cubans aren't complex. I think they are complex for them. Within themselves and the flavor, there are different flavor notes. But when you look at the whole spectrum, like, I would say that overall you get a very similar flavor throughout.
And that's fine. Like I said, if I still had to choose, I would choose non-Cuban if I had to choose only one. Meaning, if someone said, would you rather smoke Cubans the rest of your life or non-Cubans? I had to stick with one. I would do non-Cubans because of the more variety. And there's so many more brands. And stuff that would more age and more reasonable prices. Because even if you went to the most high-end General cigar, the Spectre, you're talking about $100, maybe a little more. You go on the high end with Cohiba on the Cuban side, you're talking about $200-$300 a stick. And when I say a $300 Cuban Cohiba, was that better than a $100 General Cohiba? I'm gonna say no, because if you looked at like the first Spectre had 25-year age Piloto Cabano in it, like and every cigar was rolled by one person.
Makes you wonder how strong that cigar would have been if that tobacco wasn't aged 25 years.
Well, the Spectre, yeah, but that was only part of it. They also put younger tobacco in it to get it kind of. That cigar was like a medium plus to medium full.
Balance it out a little bit.
Yeah, no, but it was that was one of the sweetest cigars. It literally tasted like when you smelled the plastic tube on the original one, it smelled like it was like almost fake, like it was infused with cherries, but it was not fake. So that's what. So when the aromas on that, it was like you were literally smoking cherries, and chocolate. Like it was unreal. I haven't had the Spectre 2 or the 3, um, so I can't speak on. I know the Spectre 2 was basically a darker, younger version of the Spectre 1. It had more Nicaraguan tobacco that was younger to get it because they wanted to go the opposite. They wanted to get a stronger version on the second one. But the first one, bro, was magical. You never had. You're not going to ever get it now. The original
Yeah,
Spectre.
I've never had any of the Spectres. No.
They only made 1,000 boxes of 10, and that was like what 2019. You're never going to get that.
Oh, good night, Anthony.
You take it easy, Anthony. Take it easy, bro. Stay fresh. Kind of a quiet night in the lounge tonight. I don't know where everyone is.
You liked the cigar when you had it, right, Rich? No, well, I know that's a dumb question. To me, it's very it's opus like.
It's not that dark though, and
no.
Regular opus is stronger.
No.
If you
it's very opus like. I think it's on the same wavelength as opus. I mean, they might even use some opus tobacco because it does have a X on the back. I would assume so. Yeah.
I find it more sweet than regular opus.
Yeah, I was just getting the floral notes on the retrohale a few minutes ago.
But you're not getting no sweetness out of it, Buffy?
Oh no, I am. Yeah.
Yeah. I found that cigar very creamy. I got a lot of notes of vanilla on that cigar. I like that stick, man. That was what I liked about it that in that high-end Fuente Opus kind of category lineup, it was unique. Because how do you have so many different opuses, or in this case, it's kind of on the opus level? You know what I'm saying? In that category, you can't just have the same shit, or else how could you say it's a different cigar? So each one, though, I got to give it to Fuente on his higher end stuff. Each one's different than the other. It's not even like a regular opus compared to like the Oscuro version, two different cigars, or even the Power Ranger. The Power Ranger it was different. Did you ever have Power Ranger?
Yep. I have. That's a good one. That's got some kick to it. And I had the Oscuro Power Ranger as well. They make the same size.
Never had that one.
That's pretty. You would like it. You'd like
it. Yeah.
Well, that kind of reminded me what I was going to say. I made the statement earlier that all the Cuban cigars, I think, kind of, at least from my experience, what I've smoked thus far, kind of have that same flavor. But I guess that can be said about the tobaccos from other countries too. Like Dominican tobacco, for me, I can usually taste it a mile away because to me it has not all of it tastes the exact same, obviously, but there's certain characteristics. Does that make sense?
Like, talking about a Dominican Puro, though.
It has a very drying effect on my mouth when I smoke Dominican tobacco. Kind of dries my mouth out a little bit. Not to a way that's uncomfortable or bad.
But I would say more than like the Nicaraguan cigar, though.
Yeah. And say right, and then you got Nicaraguan. You can usually
much darker and oily.
Yeah, and you can taste that power. It's more. It's to me usually it's stronger than say Dominican tobacco in general. Not to say that Dominican tobacco can't be strong. It certainly can. You mean you look at the double Haro from LFD and shit. I mean.
Yeah. No, like I said, if it's not Cuban, everything else could be crazy because you could say, oh, it's a Monte Cristo, but what does that mean? Like, if it's Dominican, like it could have tobacco. Well, it could be Dominican name, Altadis, but then it's made by AJ Fernandez, and it's all Nicaraguan. So it's kind of like it could be, well, in a way, it could be whatever they want except Cuban. It's almost like Cuba's like the, in some ways, the tree of life. You can have everything you want, but this, like the story in the Adam and Eve. But at the same time, I don't. Would it be one way around? Do you think non-Cuban companies would love to get Cuban tobacco, or do you think Cuba would love to get Mexican San Andreas?
Oh, I'm sure.
Because I'm sure Cuba would love to get Mexican San Andreas, Cameroon, and you know what I'm saying though, like a Connecticut broadleaf. Imagine you get that Liga Number 9 wrapper on a Cuban. That'd be really nice.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. One of the things I was going to ask, I think I mentioned it before. The FDA is trying to pass these new standards, and that's one of the things they said. If these standards pass, companies are no longer allowed to just say undisclosed. You know, and we know Fuente loves to do that, right? And a lot of companies do that, but they can no longer say undisclosed.
Yeah, but you know what is true though? Like, what is that gonna matter? Because you could just say, "Oh, it's all Dominican," but that doesn't still mean shit. Like, it's not like
That's
someone's gonna be
true.
able to copy your blend. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Though,
true.
like, from the seeds to where you grow it, to how you splice the seeds if they're genetically modified. Like, let's say, you know what I'm saying? Though, and then you have primings and how you age it. Like, it's infinite. That's like saying, well, everyone can make a band, so all bands the same. No, every band is different. From the Beatles to the Stones to Led Zeppelin. Oh, they're all rock and roll, but the blend is different. You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah,
So, you know, not that I'm saying that's what you were saying is that they're worried about putting what it is there, but yeah, I guess the prestige. But like, it's easier said than done. It's impossible to copy someone else's cigar, in my opinion.
yeah, I
Because
agree with you. I agree with you.
you know,
I'd said that before. If we were both cigar makers, you could give us the same tobacco, and I guarantee, if we both had equal rolling experience and knew how to make cigars, we would still make cigars that tasted different.
oh yeah, that's just wrong. But I'm talking about yeah, but you couldn't even cop. Yeah, you had to get the tobacco first. So, um, yeah, because different regions, different soils, how the soil's treated, also what they grew on that land on the last cycle of harvest, that will affect. You know what I'm saying? No, because you can't keep on just growing the same shit over and over again. You deplete the dirt. You know what I'm saying? No, because let's just say if you grew the same type of tobacco on the same farm over and over again, you know what I'm talking about? For example, like a farm. Let's say they're growing corn or they're growing this. Don't they change what they grow, and that way the different things leave different minerals. You know what I'm saying in
Yeah,
the
I'm not
ground.
sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
That's what I thought because if you kept on growing, let's just say the same thing over and over again, wouldn't it just deplete? Um,
I don't know. Like possibly. I mean, if they have a lot of land, like, but I don't know. Like, are they doing that like on say Chateau de la Fuente where they're just growing Opus wrapper? I doubt it.
yeah, that's true too. That's true too.
'Cause they
Yeah.
have limited land as it is. But yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe people with like bigger farms or something possibly. You know, I don't know.
When you say growing opus, each opus though is still kind of different though. It's not like they just grow the same thing every year and it's just only different by aging process. Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, they might. I mean, I honestly, I think for the most part, it's really the same. I think really you're getting the different flavors on how it's fermented and maybe how long it's fermented. You
The
know,
high,
also what the
like the angel shares lower primings.
right, the primings for sure. But yeah, I think it's the same leaf for the most part, really. But you know, like the forbiddens, you know, he ages those wrappers in some type of special barrel, right? So,
Because
you
those
know,
are the darker wrappers.
yeah, I think they are a little darker or something. At least to me, the flavor profile is slightly darker, not overwhelmingly dark, but slightly darker. Just just amp down just a little.
No, but the appearance too. Like that. Remember that 888 you sent me the Purple Rain or was it the Purple Rain?
Oh yeah, that's different. That's yeah, that's dark, and I don't know what they do to that because that was all undisclosed and they don't say. So. But that almost looks like some type of a Skiro wrapper.
Yeah.
You know,
Uh,
that was almost black in color.
he's the draw is effortless on that cigar. I told you, man. I don't know why. I don't know why the lounge is so dead right now. I guess nobody gives a fuck about Richie. I mean, like this is one of the quietest domes ever. It's like maybe.
Hey, Geo left and I gained 2 viewers, so that's all I got to say.
I'm not blaming you guys. I'm saying, where's the dome? Where's the dome at? We're missing a lot of people. Maybe what is it? A Monday night? I don't know. What is everyone doing? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Where's PG been? I hope he's doing all right.
I don't know where the fuck PG is. I've been calling him. I can't get a hold of him. I don't even know if he's alive. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, see, here's the thing. Now he's a fanboy of that cigar, but Gio's been talking shit to me about that cigar. You know what I'm saying though? Gio, we already knew there was 3,800 boxes. You weren't even paying attention, Gio. Like, I love Gio, but sometimes he's like a kid, you know. Like it's only important.
Yeah.
It's only important until he gets it. Then it's important, you know.
All right, I'm taking my band off here.
You taking your pants off?
No, no, the cigar band.
No, I heard you. I was just wishing.
Yeah. No, I'm not taking my pants off. Don't worry.
Yeah, 451, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like the other guy, man. I'm just gonna start coming here in a dress. Yeah, man. I mean, so you smoke your best shit. Are you still buying cigars, or are you gonna start smoking all your stuff and say, I just need to enjoy this? What's your plan?
Oh, I think I'm always buying cigars to some extent, but
Yeah.
not really crazy purchase. Although, no, I take that back. The last big purchase I made were those LFDs.
How good was that?
Yeah.
How good was it?
Well, remember I sent you the picture. I got the Solus and I got the box of the 25th.
Oh shit! But did you smoke them both?
Oh shit, no, I haven't smoked any out of the box of 25th yet. I will. I almost thought about grabbing one tonight, but
Well, what about the Solus?
Gio told me I should smoke this one, so I obliged him and grabbed it.
Yeah, I actually, yeah, I don't know what I would choose between that one, the Fuente, or the 25th. They're both phenomenal. But that Solus,
The Solus is amazing though, man. That's a good cigar.
I called it. I don't lie, man. I don't lie.
Yeah, I got a fucking box, and I bought the box blind. I hadn't tried one yet, and I asked the guy that the main lounge I go to, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I got a couple boxes." He had them put up, and I said, he said, "Have you tried it?" And he actually told me he wasn't a fan of it. And I said, he's like, "It's a little more milder than say a normal LFD." I said, "Well, if you're talking the double Ligero, maybe, but
Yeah, but it's way more beautiful, and it still has
yeah."
balls. Still has
But
balls.
I don't even. Yeah, I was going to say it's got balls. I mean, I had spice
You
to the
gotta
whole
be
fucking
careful
thing.
when you're talking to guys at shops, because if you're talking to someone that smokes tons of like dark cigars, they're not gonna taste anything. You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah, yeah. But I bought the box fucking blind. He kind of looked at me. I was like, "Fuck it." I said, my buddy says they're good. They're good.
What did you pay? About $200?
Oh, what did I pay? I told Gio what I paid. He asked me. I'm trying to remember. I think I paid like 260, 250, and that's pretty good for lounge pricing.
Well, yeah, but
I think Gio said he paid 240 online.
that's crazy because I only paid $17.99 a stick. I could have bought the whole box for 180.
No, there's 20 in a box.
Oh, there's 20. My bad. I thought there was 10. Okay. Oh, that's not a bad deal then.
Yeah, and I got that was with just the main place I go to. He does a 10% discount if you buy a box.
Now, I apologize because I thought it was a box of 10. I was like, man, that's high.
Oh, yeah, no, it's 20. It's 20.
Yeah, because I'm thinking 10 times 18. Okay, so it's 20. Oh, that's not bad then. So
Yeah, I got 10% off. So I think it came
$13.
up like 260.
Yeah, $13 a stick. Because
Yeah.
if it was 10 cigars for 260, it'd be $26 a cigar. It's 13.
Mhm.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm gonna go for round 2 with this.
There you go. But yeah, that was my last big purchase. I generally go to like the shops and grab 4 or 5 every couple of weeks, just different shit, just grab random shit, try shit, whatever. Maybe something I want to come back to that I don't have a box of or don't have. But yeah, no, I still, like I said, I still go through my humidor and smoke my Fuentes and shit. I mean, but it's more of a rotational thing. Like I feel like I'm aging them by attrition a little bit.
Yeah.
Because God bless, I've got a lot of good cigars. I'm thankful. So it is what it is.
I still don't understand where the hell PG is. Because PG, out of all the guys here, I'm worried about because I haven't seen him. I feel like in months.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks. I feel like.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on. No, because even like a few months ago, I don't know. He said he's going to bed early or something like that, or getting up early.
Yeah, maybe he's got to go to bed early.
I don't know what's going on. I think when his cigars went bad, it fucked him up. Because that was a big loss. All of his high end shit, he said it went bad.
Yeah, that fucking him. I might cry if that happened to my big humidor.
And this is what I like doing back to back cigars with like a Corona or something like that. Because I just finished my last third, but now the first third is going to be combining with that last third. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
And it's nice.
Yeah, those are nice with little petite Coronas. That is one thing with the Cubans. A lot, like big sizes in Cubans are not common. I mean, yeah, you can find Robustos and stuff, but for the most part, You're talking like Corona, shit like that. Those little petite Coronas are nice.
I think, let's say, as of late, they're starting to make some bigger stuff. Because I remember the Monte Cristo 80th. That was a 55 gauge.
Yeah.
Remember the Leander?
Like Siglo 6. I mean, yeah, they do make bigger cigars. They're starting to make, bigger cigars.
Yeah, but I agree
But
with you.
honestly, the smaller gauges, I think, are perfect for the Cubans. I mean, they're perfect.
Yeah, I wouldn't want this. That's I wouldn't smoke it in like 55 gauge, but it would quiet it down too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that comes down to the wrapper. They're not making very strong wrappers out of Cuba. So if you go with a very wide gauge, you spread that smoke out. And you know what I'm saying, though? And yeah, no, it's I didn't want to combine the two. I wouldn't combine New World and Old World. I wouldn't combine Cuban and non-Cuban cigars. That would be. I'm not gonna use the word sin. I just don't think they would mix well. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
So tonight I just wanted to have a Cuban night, and I'm fine with that. But I'm not selling out like, oh, I only smoke Cuban. No, it's a great cigar. It's a great little cigar.
Yeah.
It's definitely a 4.2. It's solid. I have nothing bad to say about it. Construction was great. Draw was great. It's if I was just comparing the profile to non-Cuban, it's not like I would put this in like, oh my god, this is mind blowing. But it feels like a really nice traditional Cuban cigar, and for me, that's exotic in a way because I never have it. It's like for me, if I went to Indian food, it's exotic because I don't have it maybe once a year. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. I thought maybe Sacco came to Michigan earlier. I went downtown. Now, I live in a small town. It's kind of surrounded by country, right? I mean, it's a pretty small city. And I went downtown to pick up a pizza for the family, and there's a fucking McLaren parked in front of Hungry Howie's. I'm like, Sacco? Is Sacco here?
Nice.
Like, I mean, yeah, I've seen cars like that before, but not in my fucking little town. No way.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool though. It's a badass car.
Yeah, maybe
I snapped a picture of it. I'll send a picture to the group text.
Yeah, McLarens are nice. McLarens are nice. Furman is asking about this J.C. Newman American. I've never heard of it. What is that? He says if it's $17 for a Robusto for J.C. Newman in Florida, that's $20 here. Have you seen that one?
That's crazy. No. Actually, yeah. The American. Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I have seen that one.
Is that a Fuente cigar though?
I don't think so. No. I think that's JC. I think that's strictly JC Newman. Fuente only really. I think I could be wrong here, but doesn't Fuente only help them with the Diamond Crown and the one other?
Julius Caesar.
Yeah. I think the high end JC Newman's is what Fuente does for them.
Yes. Like they had the one that the big firm liked, that weird looking shape. Remember that one that I forget what it's called. Did you ever see that weird one? It has a really rustic looking wrapper. It's almost like it's like a box press, but instead of be like this, the box press is like turned like on its side. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
What's that big firm? What's that one you like, the JC Newman that has that really crazy looking wrap? What the hell was it called? It's like $12. It wasn't bad. What's that JC Newman you like? That it was it was unique in the shape and it was unique in the box. It almost looked like a diamond, like they put the square box like on its side. And what the hell is that one? I don't know. JC Newman's not a brand I really go to.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't smoked a lot of JC Newman. I haven't. No.
That's it. Yagua.
Oh, Yagua. Yeah, I know about that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. That wasn't bad. I didn't like blow my mind, but it wasn't bad. It was a unique mid-tier cigar.
Yeah.
But
that's kind of the vibe I get from JC Newman. I think they're like a mid-tier. They're bread and butters with the mid-tier. I think, and probably obviously the ones that Fuente helps them with.
Well, on the high end stuff, sure. Well, their bread and butter is the Quorum. They sell cigars. I don't buy them, but they sell. Dude, that Quorum sells like almost every brand in America.
Are those machine made, or are they actually hand rolled?
Oh, they're handmade.
Are they?
By sad hands. Petro Hermano Sato. Sad. Made by sad people.
You imagine, like, hey, Richie, good news. You got that job in the factory. Like, oh, awesome. Like, I get to roll cigars. Yeah, Richie, you get to roll cigars. Like what? Like Opus X or no? You're going to be rolling Quorum. Oh,
Dude, can you imagine? Imagine if Quorum cigars were just awesome and I just didn't realize it. Like I could be having $3 cigars all day. Like, wow.
yeah, they're probably not awesome. You've tried them before, obviously. They're not awesome. I'll tell you, I'm going to take your word for it, like I do with most cigars. I'm not going to bother trying it.
Dude, that I had one that was like a super petite Corona. It was like a 3-inch Corona. Remember that one I had? It was like $2, and I reviewed like a few years ago. I couldn't even finish the first third. I was like, "Fuck this cigar, man."
Yeah, I'm going to take Richie's word for it.
Not a fan.
No.
Not a fan. I can't do it.
I told you, I was in the shop and I seen one laying there. I think it was like a Robusto or something for like $3 or something, and I almost thought about it. I'm like, no, can't do it. This can't do it.
No, I can't. No.
Just to see, just to see.
Oh, do it, dude. You don't gotta go to a 451 club to know what was happening in there. You know,
I know I don't want it.
you don't got
that's a good point.
to know. You know, saying though.
Mm-hmm.
He said he just spoke to PG. He said, "Fuck the lounge." That's right. Well, PG, I don't know. PG said, "Fuck the lounge." Well, I'll try to cheer it up. I got a joke. All right, this college guy, he comes home from college, visit his parents, and he goes upstairs to his parents' room, and the door's closed, and he opens the door. He's like, to surprise his parents, "Hey, I'm back from college," But his parents are in bed, and they're going to town, and the father's like on top of the mother, And he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "Hey, we didn't know you were coming home this early." And so the kid closes the door, and so the parents like, "Oh, that was awkward." Like the mother says to the father, "You better go into his room and you better apologize and see if he's okay." He never saw us naked before. It was an accident. So the father gives a little bit of time because he feels awkward, but he goes to the son's bedroom. He knocks on the door. He doesn't answer. So he opens the door, to apologize to his son. And the son is in his bed, but he's banging his grandma. And the father's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He goes, "Yeah, it's not so funny when it's your mother." It's not so funny when it's your,
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I don't know how he got his grandma there that fast and convinced her to do.
Yeah, maybe she lives there.
Yeah, clearly that was happening. It's a joke. I didn't make the joke up. Somebody told me the joke. It was just funny. Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, not so funny when it's your mom, Dad."
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you guys are gonna use that joke. That's a pretty good joke.
Yeah.
That's a fucked up family.
That's Jerry Springer shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. I'm out of jokes now. He said paraphrase. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I can't believe we're gonna be in New York tomorrow.
It's not at the butt crack of dawn.
No, but I gotta still go to work.
Yeah, but you still gotta get up early for work.
That sucks. But I didn't want to use a whole day vacation. You know what I'm saying though? That's just the way it worked out. Plus, I kind of work near the airport, so the Lyft ride's gonna be $20. Not bad.
But there's something different about being, even if you're tired, there's something different about going on vacation. Like when you're going on vacation, because I'm sure you're looking forward to the trip, right? I mean,
Oh yeah, and dude, I'm going in tomorrow for 2 hours. Like,
yeah,
not much is getting done. Like, what do you, were they gonna be like? "Oh, we need you to do." Dude, I'm going to the plane. Like, I'm leaving. Yeah.
Like I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Yeah, here's what it is. I'm excited. I'm excited, man. I miss my kid a lot, man. We have a lot of plans tomorrow. We'll take her out, just to have a little dinner, a little pizza. It's gonna be late, and then Friday I'll go to her, pick her up at her mother's house, and we'll go have like probably late breakfast, and then she wants to go to the mall and buy stuff and whatever. Go shopping with her dad. It'd be fun, and Told her $50. Okay, she wants to buy a dress or a pair of shoes or something, whatever. And then we'll go see family. And then Friday night, actually, it's gonna be interesting. Like my kid called me over there. She's like, "Oh, mom said you could sleep over our house Friday and Saturday." And I'm like, "Well, okay. Well, I'll make breakfast for my kid. We'll stay up and watch movies." But it's just gonna be awkward, like when my kid goes to bed, and like it's just me and my ex-wife. If her husband's at work, it's just weird.
Yeah, that's a bit
It's
awkward. Yeah.
it's a bit awkward. It's just awkward because like it can just go so wrong. What if she gets mad at you? And she's like, "I'm calling the police." She's like, I'll leave.
How about I just come over early and take you for breakfast? How about that?
No, so like Friday and Saturday night, I got to sleep over, my ex's house. That's awkward. Watch, you see me come back on Saturday night, guys. We're getting back together. Like,
Yeah. The live pops on, you and her sitting there doing a live together.
I would love to have her on the live and do an interview. So, why did you divorce me? She's like, because you're a piece of shit. Good to hear. All right, I disagree with that, but all right, I respect your opinion. I just ask like hard hitting questions. You know what I'm saying? Though.
You're sitting there like she's like, doesn't this piss you off? Like, no, because I'm smoking an Opus X.
Yeah,
Continue.
I'm bringing two El Rey de Mundos. I'll smoke an El Rey de Mundo with my ex-wife. Watch me totally get along. It's the highest rated show, 4,000 guys. Like, it's just you guys got to get back together. That would be. I remember after my divorce, we tried a few times. Like, because I'd pick up my kid, or we still go out together with her and her mom, and we actually went on a few trips together because my ex wouldn't let me take my kid away, but I went on a cruise with my kid with my mother there, or I went to like Carolinas with my mother, and we were there together, but it was we were there kind of separate too at the same time. But there was a few times when we did that, like we almost maybe thought about like trying to work it out, and it just saying no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I remember because there was one trip we went to. Fuck, what was it? It was the Carolinas, and we were in a hotel, and my kid went to sleep, and it was me and her. I think we're both like sleeping on the same bed, me and her mother, and because it was two beds, my kid had one bed, and she had the bed. And I don't know. But I was just like, I can't do this. It's just, I didn't want to go backwards. You know what I'm saying? Though, I think it's a mistake if you get divorced to get back together, because it's the reason why you got divorced.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to remember the reasons you got divorced.
Like you're just lying to you. That'd be like getting fired from a job and reapplying. Say, hey, so you have any recommendations? Okay, look, my last boss, it's literally him. He was an asshole, but
Yeah. Like, what wrong? What went wrong at your last job? Oh, my boss was a complete dick.
Yeah,
complete dick.
Yeah. But yeah, you could just say I don't identify as myself anymore. I'm someone else, right? If you could, I'm a woman now, I could also be a different person, right? I could. That's not me.
Yeah.
We have the same social security and blood type, but that wasn't me. Now I'm me.
Yeah.
Right? I mean that. Right? If you could legally just say you're a woman, then legally I could say I'm not me no more. Like you get the child support letter, you're like, that's not me. That's not me. Did you assume I'm a father? I'm a woman. I can't be a dad. The court's like sweating, like what to do. Like,
I keep joking that I'm going to start identifying as a 65-year-old man so I can start collecting Social Security.
well, besides being fraud, I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah. What are you assuming I'm not 65? How about now? What the fuck?
How about now? You want some pizza? Exactly, bro. Like, dude, they opened up. I was watching this, like, for the Congress today. And do you realize I've been on here for like an hour and a half with Richie shooting people? Look at this, Richie. I just gonna wear this tomorrow when I go on a trip. the stewardess to just give me free stuff. You want a drink? How much is it? Oh, it's free for you. He said, thank you. You know, maybe I'll bring this guy with me to New York. I'll just walk around New York with this. You know,
There you go. You like the what is the Die Hard 3 when he has to walk around with the sign in the beginning? That was fucked up.
do you know what they really had to do for that scene?
No.
They spent $1 million extra because they were filming live on location, and they only got the permits to close down like that block. So like the police will like block off that block so they could film, you know. And when they came time to use that prop, they realized like because there's still everyone's like still watching like from like the barriers. You know what I'm saying though, while they're filming, they said it would have caused a riot. So they used a blank one, and for $1 million afterwards in post editing, they just edited those words in because they couldn't.
Oh,
You could, so it was a blank. It was blank, and that makes
oh.
sense because walking around with that sign, which I'm not going to say what the sign said, walking around with that sign in Harlem in broad daylight, you're going to get shot.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Like it's just a movie. It's just a movie. Yeah.
Remember that was no green screen. They were filming in location, so
Right, right.
That was smart not to really do in real life. Like, you know, I understand the concept of the movie because the terrorist was like he was trying to get him killed, but that really Bruce Willis would have died. You know. Yeah, that was that whole movie. Die Hard 3 was really. Sometimes I like it better than 1. Die Hard 3 was really original. You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah, I think 1 and 3 were great. Second one was man, it was okay, but not as good as 1 and 3.
But do you know why? You know why? They have the same producer, but the director only directed 1 and 3. For some reason, the director didn't do 2, and I'm not sure if maybe he wanted more money, obviously, and they didn't give it to him. The director is John Tierney. John Tierney directed uh, uh, Predator, the original Predator. So obviously, that guy knows how to make a movie. After the original Predator, he made Die Hard, and then he made Die Hard 3. He also went to prison, though, the director. I don't know why he went to prison. And maybe that's why he didn't do 2.
Did he have a cigar addiction? He wanted to quit cigars.
Maybe he made that sign. He went to prison. So like, you got to go to prison now. Could somebody look up why John Tierney went to prison? He did. He made some good movies, bro. Just to make Predator 1 with Arnold and Die Hard 1 and 3, that's pretty good.
Dude, 80s and 90s movies are the best. 80s and 90s movies are classics. Now, I'm not saying there aren't any good movies these days. Well, these days there really aren't, but like, there were some good movies like into the 2000s, but 80s and 90s.
It still generally was a continuation, like
or a remake or something like that.
I'll say this: up until about maybe 10 years ago, they were still making good comedies because there was a lot of like raunchy comedies. You know what I'm saying? Though, like
right.
Remember, like Pineapple
Express. Hangover was good.
Which one?
Hangover. When they got
great movies. Yeah. What was the other one though with the kid? Where he had just one name with the ID.
McLovin.
Yeah, what's that movie?
Superbad.
Fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, that was a funny movie. McLovin.
Fucking
the cops in that movie cracked me. I was like, yeah, we're gonna need 13 beers to go, please.
How about the other one? It's for a cop. Super Troopers.
Yeah, I love that movie. Yeah, that's a great one. I didn't see the second one though. They came out with the second one. I didn't watch
it. It was okay. It was okay. It was worth watching, but it was not. Oh, Step Brothers. Oh my god.
Step Brothers is. I'm a huge Will Ferrell fan. Yeah.
Step Brothers was phenomenal. Movie's great. It's not a perfect movie like let's say like Step Brothers or the McLovin movie or Pineapple Express, but it has good points. The other guys, because remember,
I like that movie too. Yeah,
and Michael Keaton, remember he's the captain.
Yeah.
But he's so broke because he's divorced. That he's at work as a police captain wearing like a Home Depot outfit. He's like, I got to work 2 jobs. He's like, you think I like work 95 hours a week? Like,
I like how Will Ferrell kept talking about his ugly wife the whole movie, and then you meet her, and Mark Wahlberg's like, "Are you serious? You serious? For like what? Are you serious?"
and she's like, get back in the kitchen. And she's like, I'm sorry, I'll cook again. Like, and then he's like,
She made like a magnificent dinner. He's like, "This tastes like roasted dog's asshole."
yeah, dude, that movie was so fucked up. And then I like how in the beginning The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson just die in the first 3 seconds. Remember they jump?
Yeah.
Oh, how about the desk pop? He's like, hey, did you have a desk pop yet? He's like, yeah, everyone has a desk pop. And remember Will Ferrell shoots his gun in the air? And then Michael Keaton comes out, the boss is like, what are you doing? What the fuck?
That's a good one. He's got the wooden gun.
Yeah. That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Tropical Thunder.
Oh yeah, I love that movie. Yeah. I don't think they could make that movie these days. I'm surprised it hasn't been canceled.
I don't think they can even play it anymore.
Oh, it was on not too long ago, and I don't remember if it was on a movie channel or TV or cable, but it was on. Yeah, that's a good one.
You see Anchorman. Anchorman was great. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, the only decent movie that's still being made, like you said, is John Wick. That's the only movie I would see in the theaters right now. I would see John. Everything else looks okay. And last year was the Top Gun movies. You see that?
Yeah.
Top Gun was great.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some good comedies, in the 2000s. But yeah, man, lately I don't know.
Yeah, but they don't know how to make good movies overall. It used to be take your pick. Like every weekend, 3 great movies came out. That doesn't happen.
Yeah,
Like,
I was actually going to go to the movies not too long ago. I thought, I'll take the wife to the movies or something. We haven't been in a while. And I looked at the theater. I'm like, there's literally fucking nothing playing that I want to see.
Like zoom into like the 90s. In the 90s, you'd have like, well, I mean, it's a sad movie, but it's an epic masterpiece movie like Schindler's List. What's the other one? About D-Day, Saving Private Ryan, Jurassic Park. I mean, epic movies that live on forever. Now you can't even get one of those movies on that level. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
What about in the 90s had great action movies with Nicolas Cage, was on the plane, Con Air, or Face Off. Oh my God, Face Off.
That's where John Travolta, right? Him and John Travolta. Yeah.
Dude, that movie was badass, man. Or how about, did you ever see the other one with the Chinese guy, The Replacement Killers? John Woo?
I think so. I think it's been a while, though. Yeah, I think so.
Replacement Killers? Bro, The Replacement Killers is a phenomenal action movie. I highly recommend that. At the end of the movie, he has like 6 Beretta 9mm. He just keeps on pulling more. He has all in his chest. He doesn't reload. He just grabs more guns. It was just, the whole movie was just phenomenal. Replacement Killers was great. Yeah, they don't make movies like that no more, man. Everything's so soft because every movie now, like, we put on this like new Netflix series, and it's like a badass like FBI, CIA agent, whatever, like undercover, beating terrorists, And after the beginning scene happens, the action scene happens, he goes back. Of course, his boss is a woman, and in every scene, she's like walking in front of him because she's the boss, and like she's so masculine, and the guy's like so feminine, like, and you're like, I can't. She's like, turn this shit. We both try to watch it. She's like, turn this shit off. Like nobody wants to see an action movie where the woman is tougher than the guy because that's just not reality. Okay, because what happened? Give me an action movie called Snow. See how many women are out there shoveling the snow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Pulp Fiction, that's a good one. That's a good one too for him. Yeah, agreed. Desperado, I forgot about that movie. Yeah.
No, and that movie had a great woman in it, but she's playing a feminine role. That's normal. She's beautiful, and you know what I'm saying though. Like, but imagine if Desperado, she was the gunslinger, and like,
right, yeah.
Guys like just in a sexy outfit, like, oh my god.
Antonio Banderas walk around in pretty dress.
Desperada.
Yeah, Desperada. What was From Dusk Till Dawn? Are you a Quentin Tarantino fan?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
You know what was a great towards the end of like where they still made some decent action movies in the late 2000s. Did you ever see the movie Street Kings with Keanu Reeves? Street Kings. It was a dirty
I don't
cop
know.
L.A. movie.
I know the title. I don't know that I ever saw it though.
It was all dirty cops in L.A. I recommend that, dude. Street Kings. Dude, that was a badass movie. He was carrying like a Smith & Wesson old school 45 Chrome, and had like that's when the Dodge just came out, the Dodge 4-door V8. You know what I'm talking about? Is it the Challenger?
Yeah.
But it was just a great movie, man. And like it was all about like dirty cops in LA, but it was like a hardcore movie. Like Keanu Reeves played a really good cop in that movie. How about Point Break? We're going back 1991. Point Break. Point Break.
Oh,
Robin
Point
Banks.
Break. Yeah.
Oh my God. And Gary Busey.
Yeah.
And then you got Lethal Weapons, man. Lethal Weapons is my favorite movie. I could rewatch. I just rewatched it like last week.
Oh yeah.
Weapon 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh my God. My girlfriend's like, "Why are you watching these all the time?" I'm like, "Shut up." Mel Gibson's on. Like, and what I love about those movies, and all throughout 1 through 4, Mel Gibson's, it's one of the greatest action movies ever made. And he's carrying a Beretta with no holster. He just stuffs in his pants. And where's the extra magazines? Maybe in his pocket. And they never even show where he's carrying it. He never runs out of ammo. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
I love it. It's like, where are the extra magazines? Man, no tactical reload. He's just,
he's
like
keeping him with the he's keeping him with the marinara sauce.
Exactly. He in part 4, in the beginning, he's climbing onto a boat, like on a rope, like a pirate. And he has nowhere to put his gun because it's in his hand, so he puts the Beretta in his mouth. You will never see an action movie with a guy using his teeth for a holster. Like, fucking amazing. Like, that shit.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, guys now, they go to, like, hold the gun, they would probably put it this way, but, no, bite the Beretta. Oh, sorry. Right? You know what I'm saying? Though, like, if they redid that movie, like, yeah, they probably stuff it up to 451. Like, here you go. Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you frisk him? Yeah, I think he's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
it's late for me, man. Are you looking to get anybody else on, or what's your plan?
Yeah, we'll end it with the flexor.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not trying to, be rude,
You're being very rude. No.
Yeah, I'll go fuck myself.
I got about 20 more minutes left, bro. You go relax, man. We'll get the. If you're feeling it's time to go, man, you gotta go, bro.
Well, not that I want to go, but I turn into a pumpkin soup because I got to work in the morning.
Well, now you gotta go, man, because now you're talking about.
If I was on that mountain time like you, it might be different, but unfortunately, it is what it is.
I get up at 5:00.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Nah, usually when sometimes I'll, if I lay down or something, I'll set the phone next to me, tune back in, whatever, Yeah. I'm just kind of lurking at that point. I'm falling asleep sometimes.
You know what, though? We all got fucking problems.
Yeah.
I love that phrase. Next time you're at work or whatever you're doing, if you're out somewhere, if they're telling you about their problems, like, listen to it like you care and then be like, hey, we all got fucking problems. Dude, that's like the cruelest thing to say, but it's also the truth.
Yeah, why don't you go fuck yourself? Fuck your problems.
But you just say it, like, we all got problems.
It's funny. I used to work with a guy that he used to say the same thing you do. He'd ask me how I'm doing, and then he'd be like, nobody cares. He used to say, it's funny that you say that because, like I said, the guy where he used to say that to me all the time. No one cares.
Dude, that guy was a prophet. Richie's a prophet, man. I'm telling you the truth. Nobody, the prophets simply tell you the truth you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, like, I've been calling out this 451. Like I said, we talked about, if you're an adult, what you do with your business. I could care less. Just like I'm straight, but at the same time at work, I can't be talking about how much I love pussy. Like, okay, I'm at work.
Right.
Right. Like, okay, like what I do at home, yeah, I get clap cheeks. Okay, like, but I can't be at work and be like, you know what, guys? I love clapping cheeks. Like, like you mean while you're in the cafeteria, they're like, what? Yeah. But like, they just and now they're pushing that shit too much with kids. and that's just so bizarre, man.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I could give two shits less what you do behind your closed door or what you want to do with your life, as long as you're not hurting anyone. I could
Yeah,
care less. But
yeah.
keep the shit away from kids. I mean,
Well,
and it's not
but
that,
you
and
it's illegal doing that.
yeah, it's sexualizing children in general is what I'm talking about. Like, not,
It's
you
a felony, and they're trying to change that. It's a felony.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, it's a felony. It's delinquent.
I can't take my kid into a strip club if he's not 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. I can't have a stripper. I mean, are you gonna have a stripper from Joey's Toy Chest come down to the elementary school and do a lap dance? No.
No, but they're having these 451, tranny dancers in thongs at libraries for infants now. I saw in England they do it for infants. They say it's great for infants. I saw the video, and the guy's like hanging upside down, like on these chains, and like his legs, he's in like leather fucking thongs, and the parents like, oh wow, and I'm like, are you? This is Sodom and Gomorrah. This is the end of the world. This is the
Yeah,
end.
I don't get it. Yeah, it's like,
Oh, I get
again,
it. Those kids, imagine how fucked up they're gonna be.
yeah.
Like you're saying,
Again, like, that guy can go do what he wants, behind closed doors. I mean, when you start getting into adult themes,
adults can do what they want because they can make decisions for themselves because they also have to deal with the consequences. You can't put those kind. You can't. I shouldn't even be explaining. Pedophilia is illegal. Fuck that.
yeah,
Anyone doing that shit should be in prison. There's no ifs ands or buts about that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
You're not thinking about that stuff when you're a young kid. I mean, come
and
on.
you're not even talking about even let's say normal, let's say sexuality, which should not be pushed on people in kindergarten, let alone this bizarre shit. I don't want to watch guys, you know, twirling upside down in leather thongs. I don't want to see that shit.
Well,
Like,
of course not. And that's your right not to see it.
yeah,
Some people want to see it. If two
yeah,
consenting
but
adults
that's
go
the
not
case. You go to a strip club
right.
of the kind you like,
Two consenting adults go knock yourself out.
right, right,
Whatever. Go do it over there.
yeah. But a public library, the
Yeah.
fuck is that?
No. No.
The fuck is
I,
that?
I would get thrown out if I brought a chick in there and she started getting naked. I mean,
No, but come on. Anything around kids like that is illegal. It's delinquency.
yeah.
It's even, yeah. I wouldn't care if it was a 451 dancer or a midget dancer or a regular dancer. You can't have that.
Right.
You can't have
Right.
that.
I agree. Yeah. 100%.
That's not me being like, I'm just being no. Like you can't have any kind of you can't have anything sexuality or any perverse shit around children because that's illegal.
Exactly.
And there's a reason,
Exactly.
you know.
Yep.
And they're trying
That's
to,
exactly my feeling.
you know.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, if they're doing that crazy shit, I'm smoking my cigar at the library. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying though?
So you can't smoke that in here. Since when?
Yeah, but like, you know what? I think there's a lot of things happening here that should be happening. I'm smoking my cigar, you know what I'm saying though? But can't call the police because they're gonna see what you're doing in here, you know?
Yeah. Richie's in the back watching the show, smoking a cigar.
Exactly. It's the end of the world. Smoke your best shit. I just can't believe we have to even. I can never imagine in the '80s my mother taking us to like the library for like they have like librarian read us a book. She's
Yeah.
wearing like a very like motherly dress and like, see,
Yeah.
run,
Yeah.
run, Spot, run, and I just picture a guy like upside down in like a strap on outfit, and he's reading a story, and you're like, what the fuck is this? But that's what they're doing now. I mean,
He's got the Christina Aguilera outfit on.
you're right.
With the big,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and now they even have like 451 like churches, and I saw one of the clips, and the 451 preacher was like, "God is gay, Jesus was a homosexual," and I'm watching this, I'm like, bro, it's just like we have gone off the deep end, like off the deep end. But notice they didn't even try. Even that category, they're not trying to do that with the Muslims. They're not trying that's what I'm saying though. Like they wouldn't tolerate that at all. But, what I'm saying. If you want to make a new religion, make whatever religion you want, but don't take a religion that's already established and change. Don't tell me.
Right.
Don't tell me. The Son of God is 451. Like that's it. I don't want to hear. Like go make your own church. You know what I'm saying though? Like it's blasphemous because I don't care any religion. I don't care if it's Judaism, Muslim, Christianity. They have their set religions, you don't get to go to it. And that'd be like going to an Italian restaurant and be like, yeah, this is nice. But did you ever hear of Olive Garden? And you're like, what? I'm telling you, the ragu sauce. Madon. You know?
Yeah. I got my Chef Boyardee here. Fuck your Italian.
Chef Boyardee's nuts, you know. Well, bro, we ended on a high note, though, man. I really appreciate you having on, man. I'm glad we covered all these topics, you know.
Yeah, always, man. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, we figured it all out. Ohio's fine. The water's
Yeah.
safe.
I just ordered a case of water from Ohio.
Yeah,
No, I did.
Pennsylvania Lajero.
Yeah, yeah. You spoke that one first. Let me know how it is.
Oh, it's gonna be. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna buy a High Point pistol because it's made in Ohio. That gun is gonna be glowing in the dark. Is this coming night sights? No. The
I didn't know they made radioactive bullets.
Yeah, I shot a deer with it. The deer exploded. What kind of bullet? It just disappeared. It just disintegrated. Man, this Ohio shit is hot. Yeah, but every day I send you guys in the link. Every day a train or boat. Today was a barge carrying methanol, and the barge broke and it flipped over. Like 4 million gallons of methanol in the river. Like what could go wrong? You're like and then yesterday was another train, like a train carrying this chemical. And then the train was just like they showed a video of it. The train was like this, and the train was like it just flipped over. I'm like, what is happening? How are trains just over?
What's going on with all these trains and river pollution bullshit?
It's by design. They're destroying the infrastructure because I don't think people realize how much shit gets moved, like by train, and also our not infrastructure, but our I don't know use the word climate, but our you poison all of our rivers, man. Like, dude, like America makes a lot of food. You know that's why we are so strong. A country that has natural resources, then they don't have to worry about natural resources, like I said, like grain, wheat, etc. Plus, we have iron. We can make our own food. We're sustainable, and then we don't have to. If you look at other countries, like let's say Japan, that's why before World War, after World War II was different, but that's why they were invading other countries because they didn't have the natural resources. They had to. If you look at Great Britain didn't have a lot of natural resources. So for 1,000 years, the British Empire controlled the world because they had to go to India for spice. They had to go to China for this, for silk. They had to go to other places and dominate to get shit. America, we're self-sufficient. So I don't know, man. What's going to happen? I don't have an answer, but it doesn't look good.
Smoke your best shit.
Smoke your best shit, man. I mean, we're literally destroying this country, one train at a time, one bus at a time. You can't even trust buses anymore. I mean, trains. I mean, it's on a track. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't get it, man.
Oh, I get it. To me, it would be more of a conspiracy if this was all an accident.
Well, I guess what I don't get is how
he kept on going to school with a new broken bone every day. Maybe he's really falling down the steps. Maybe your kid's an idiot, or maybe you're throwing him down the steps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, what I don't get is how the mainstream media just isn't saying shit. They're not reporting any of it.
You know? They'll report that it happened, but no investigation. Why? Because they're all bought and owned. There's no mainstream media. It doesn't matter Fox or CNN. That they just give you different flavors, you know, vanilla and chocolate, what you like, but it's all the same ice cream company. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I want one person to go, what the fuck is happening? We got fucking 451 strippers in the library, and every train is crashing and they're dumping their toxic shit in the river. What's going on? We're literally self-imploding. And everyone's like, well, and you hear about today, Russia not going to be using the dollar anymore for international trade. They're going to start using possibly the yen. So, dude, I mean, like, the dollar's going to crash so hard, and it's going to raise our inflation. So your Opus X is going to go up even more.
Yeah.
Here's what it is.
I better buy them while I can.
No, I'm not saying the sky is falling. Our country's falling. Our country's been destroyed from within. We're so weak right now. They made an app. So if you're trying to smuggle yourself into the American border, you could download the app, and you could schedule when for them to pick you up and bring you in the country now. Did you see the app?
No.
They got an app now. The illegal immigrants have an app. It says if you're approaching the border and you don't have documents, you click on the app, and so that they'll have someone waiting there for you with food and water to bring you in the country.
How is that app legal? How is that
The
allowed?
government made the app.
What the fuck?
It's a government app. How is it legal? It's all part of the plan. They made the app. The congressman showed the app, and the guy that supposedly in charge of the whatever, some Democratic guy, he's like, well, it's not exactly like that. It's just people are dying at the border. They didn't have water, so yeah. Let me imagine that. Like, imagine you trying to smuggle yourself to North Korea. Hey, Kim Jong Un, 130. Is that all right? Scotch, cigars, brownies, a 451 dancer. You got that shit for me?
Keep the tunnel warm for me where I'm going to be mining.
Yeah, Sack. Is there a lounge? Is there a lounge tonight? You know, say I was on the app.
Sack gets over there, he starts crying. Like, what do you mean there's no lounge?
I was here at 1 o'clock. I was here at 1 a.m. So basically, the Border Patrol now is concierge. You know, they say that you're checking in. How many? 3? Okay. Any fentanyl? Oh, 4 pounds up your ass. Okay, right here, this way.
Richie, I think we just got a new quote. There's no lounge in North Korea. That's a new one. No lounge in North Korea.
There's no lounge in North Korea, but in Mexico and Texas, you could schedule your appointment to check yourself in. You know. What's going on here? I don't know. Big Ferb just like erased Joshua. I didn't even see what he said. I don't know what's going on. But let's see if Sacco's still here, man.
All right. Yep. Sounds good, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, God bless, man.
Yeah. Have a good trip, man. Enjoy. Hopefully, maybe you hook up with Gio.
I think Gio is
He said, "Fuck you. I'm not taking the train out to see you. Fuck you."
Yeah, I know, man. Fuck that guy. You know.
Here I am. I'm actually contemplating, like, yeah, Michigan's not too far from New York. I could make the drive.
You come by for lunch.
Yeah.
Fucking Gio's like, I gotta take a train. But trains are dangerous right now, so
Yeah. I actually don't blame you for that one. I wouldn't get on the fucking train.
All right, bro. See you around, brother.
All right, thanks, brother. Catch you later.
Peace out, man.
Peace.
Let's see if we can end the show. Let's see if we can end the show with Sacco. Big Ferb fell asleep. Big Ferb, you better apologize. Joshua, Big Firm did that by accident. Big Firm, you better apologize. Big Firm, you iced that guy. You whacked that guy. What was that about? I don't know. Big Firm, you got to take a safety course. You literally you destroyed. Keep your finger off the trigger, Big Firm. Yeah, this is nice. Smoking back-to-back Cuban Romeo Petit Coronas. This is a nice experience. It's very nice. I got no complaints about it. I don't know. I think Sacco went to bed. I don't know. I think Sacco's sleeping. Sacco, can you hear me? Sacco? Sacco? Negligent. Big Firm, I need your badge and your wrench. You're out of here, Big Firm. Big Firm, you're out. I think Sacco left. All right. I think Sacco left. He looked at it funny. He sounds like Jack Nicholson. He felt funny, you know. He felt funny. Yeah, lots of cedar, a little bit of earth, good amount of black pepper, sourdough, twangy. It's a nice profile. It's a very comfortable profile, not exotic. Who we got here? Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, look at this
Yeah,
sexy.
I don't know how that happened because I was actually at the park and I was on my way back and I wasn't even like engaged and it just came on that I timed him out. Sorry
Is
about that, Joshua. I
that
don't know
story? You,
what
you
happened.
stick to that story?
Yeah, I swear to God, I wasn't even touching the screen. It was just like I had the
Well,
phone in my pocket.
maybe it was your dog.
I don't know. He's right here. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I
Oh
think you.
well.
Sako couldn't get on. I guess I don't know. I think the 451 is strong
Yeah.
tonight, blocking the channel.
Well, he smoked the Andalusia Bull tonight, so yeah, I was curious to hear what he had to say about it. I don't know.
Look, I like that cigar. I think it's a great cigar, but they have better cigars. The 25th is better, and then the Solus is the best. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I got to try the Solus. I haven't had that one yet. I have it, and I just haven't smoked it yet. So I got
Yeah,
to smoke it. This week. I'll try it. And I had the Lennox like a week or so ago. For the first time, that was good.
yeah.
Nothing
Lennox
not to like
is
about
a
it.
dark cigar.
Yeah. And then last night I had the King is Dead, the Caldwell King is Dead, uh, the Escape Plan, and I had the King is Dead, AJ Fernandez, and both of those were good. I think you'll like the Escape Plan, man. It was very 1926 like. I
Interesting.
almost thought not just the flavor, like the shape. It was like box press, like kind of a thinner box press. Um, yeah, and it's hard to find. I saw that Corona cigars, but it was sold out. They just had the box sitting there, so it's hard to find, at least in the brick and mortars. Um, and I found the one I got in Alabama, but I saw it online for like so I would say if you bought it at a brick and mortar and you pay like, I don't know, let's say 15. I think I might have paid like 16, 17 for it. So it's kind of pricey, but I saw it online for like a box of 25 for like, I forget what it was, but it was, the breakdown would have been like 12.50 each, and for that price, it's not bad.
What do
So
you walk?
yeah, I'm walking my dog now. I had I smoked the MK Ultra earlier today, and then I had
That
the
bang you up?
Wise Man. What's that?
Would that bang you up? That's pretty strong, right?
No, the MK Ultra actually is pretty mellow. It wasn't strong. Um, and then what other Illusione? I had another Illusione this week. I can't remember which one. But then the Wiseman is the I'll show it to you. It's like it's kind of like the size of the Flying Pig.
No,
So
the wise man is AJ Fernandez. It's Foundation.
okay, yeah. And to be honest with you, I'm not that impressed by it. I had it before. I know it got good reviews, but
Yeah, okay, but see, that's a very. You didn't find that one strong?
this one was a little, yeah, it was stronger than the MK Ultra. The MK Ultra is more medium, maybe like bordering on full. This one's more of a medium full, but I don't know. It's not hitting me right. So it's just not. And it doesn't surprise me because the other Wiseman I've had just didn't impress me much either. And I've heard the
The
same
wise
thing
man's
from other
a
people.
one-sided cigar.
Yeah. Um, but anyway, so this is the Flying Pig size one. It's called like the Raton Macho or something like that, or Matcha. Raton Matcha, I think it was called. I saw this. Where did I get this one at? I don't remember where I got it from.
Yeah,
But
it's the question. So because you do so much variety, do you have any
yeah.
go-tos? Like, can you narrow it down to like just even like 10 cigars?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a ton of cigars that I like.
Yeah,
Um, I mean, there's so many cigars I like, but because I try so many, there's a lot that are just that just kind of fall by the wayside because I have so many different variety. I try so many different cigars that I think um, I compare them all to the good ones I've had, and I don't know. I some hit me right and some don't. So this one just isn't a good one. What else did I smoke recently? I'm trying to think what else I had. Yeah, I can't even remember because I have so many of them. The
What
ones
happened?
that stand out
You
this week was
went full
again that.
Gale Sack.
What's that?
Where are you? What happened? You went full Gale Sack. It's dark.
Oh yeah, I'm outside. So I lit up. I actually stopped smoking the Wise Man, so I just lit it back up. Um, but yeah, the escape plan was good. I do think that's a winner for this week. Um, man, what else did I smoke? I know I picked up a bunch of stuff. Not a bunch, but like 5 different cigars. One of them was a Camacho I hadn't seen before. I sent a picture of it in
What
the
the
chat.
Diplomat?
No, what was it? Oh shit. I forgot the name. I'll get the name of it. But I think it might be a new Camacho. It's one I have not seen before. And what's that other one? It's like an H. Upman, Maestro something. I think you might have had it, or someone mentioned it before.
Which one?
Something Maestros. It was an H.
H.
Upman. It had a yellow band.
Oh no. Yeah, hold on. It's not
Or
Moistures.
Maestro or something.
Yeah, hold on. Let me give me a second. It's Grupo de Maestros.
Okay, yeah, I got that one. I never had it before.
Okay,
I think
that one I don't
someone
know if you
mentioned
like.
it.
That's a mild to medium. It's like a gentle medium, but it's a
Okay.
very well made. It feels like a high end Macanudo. It's that kind of on the lighter side.
Oh, okay.
So that was a limited one. Grupo de Maestros. Grupo de Maestros is
Right, that was it.
when I'll tell you this. Whenever it says Grupo de Maestros, that becomes a limited release. That's where like all their master blenders. That's when they agree on one blend. Does that make any sense?
Oh, I see. Okay. Group of
So
masters. That's what
I
it
think
means.
that means group of the masters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The master blenders.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and that JC Newman Americano or American, that one I had not seen before. It was at it's at Corona Cigars. They had it like out in the front. So that's usually where they put their stuff, like kind of like on display. So I think they're trying to promote it. Probably because JC Newman's local here.
But why is
But
it
yeah, it
so
was
much?
pricey. I don't know. I should have asked him about it, but I heard something about it too online. So I'll do more research on that one. Yeah, I don't know what's up with why it's so expensive, but it doesn't even look like I don't know the presentation of the brand of the line. It doesn't even call out to you really. So it doesn't even look like an expensive
one day I
cigar.
would pay $17 for a
No,
JC.
I wouldn't either. Unless I saw a bunch of reviews and everyone was saying it was great, but I haven't heard anything about it. And JC Newman, so I'm like, I don't know. Maybe if it's Fuente tobacco, maybe it's worth it.
Hey,
So
Josh
yeah,
is back. Apologize. He's out of the
yeah.
dome.
Sorry, Josh. I don't know what happened there. Apologize. That's so weird. I almost feel like someone else did it, and it popped up as my name because I wasn't even touching my phone when that happened. So I don't know how that happened.
Maybe your phone is dead. Maybe your phone's
It's
got
because
4 or 5.
yeah, it got hacked or something, man. Chinese did it. I gotta look for Chinese balloons out here or something. Yeah, what else did I see? I'm trying to think what else I saw today. So I went to Corona Cigars today. Nothing new, I don't think. Yeah, but yeah, I don't have anything really new to report. Nothing.
You're like, yeah, besides like 6 different new cigars I got, that's all I got. You know?
Yeah.
One day, bro, I want you to smoke one cigar for like a month, just the same cigar, just to, just like just to change it up. Like because you definitely have more of an adventurous spirit when it comes to cigars. You know.
Yeah, I saw the Trinidad, the Spiritu, is it?
Yeah. No,
The one and the two. I almost picked one of those up because I haven't had one in a while.
two is
Um,
strong.
yeah, it looks like it's a strong cigar. The number two. I guess the number one is the one a Habano wrapper. I don't know. It was like a lighter shade wrapper. So
Yeah,
might
it's
even.
definitely not like it's shade. The one is still spicy, but it's the two is way. I almost don't remember the one though, but I remember liking it though. You know.
Yeah, they had both of them there. I picked them up. I was like, should I get it? But there's one lounge I go to that's where I remember having it last, and they have them there. So I'll probably just get it when I go to that lounge. Yeah,
You know,
that's about
I
it.
was at a shop last weekend at a liquor store, and they actually had a nice selection, but they were gouging. They had Opus X for $60. What a fucking gouge! And like all their
Oh,
Padron, like $30-$40. I'm like, yeah, fuck this. But though it's funny, they had a bunch of mid tier stuff they weren't gouging. It's almost like they were only gouging on shit that people really want, and they like, fine or really popular. So it's almost like they were selective gouging, which is really what a piece of shit thing to do. Because I
yeah.
wouldn't buy a Corona Gorda for $60. That's a ripoff. But they had a box of CEO MX2 at like $9. I was like, oh, this
Oh,
thing.
okay.
But it was just funny because I'd never seen an MX2 in the store anymore, but I saw one there.
Yeah, they have them down here. I see them all the time at um, Cigar International. That's who has all the CAOs. And
Yeah.
I remember the other thing I saw was I finally saw the Romeo and Julieta. Shit, what's the one that not the Envy? Shit, the one that you just had recently.
Yeah, that was
The
the green one.
is it the Envy? Okay, so they had the Envy and they had the Eternal. But I still haven't had the Eternal. I know
No,
you said it wasn't that good.
I had the Eternal. That was the last year one. It was
Yeah,
okay, but it was too
yeah.
much.
It's
Too
15.
much.
It was 15 here, and the Envy was 1750. So the Envy I would try again. I even though it's pricey, that was one that I actually
I wish it
enjoyed.
wasn't 55 gauge. I wish they had made a Robusto in 50 for like $12. I would do that.
Yeah, and I wish it was a lower price because I mean it is an expensive cigar for a Romeo and Julieta. So
Well, it's
maybe
higher.
it was like 14.
Yeah, it's a Plasencia though. That's why. It's a higher end Plasencia. That's why.
Unique for my plus. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense now. That explains why it was unique and why I was liking it. So.
Yeah. No, it's funny. I just found out that General owns Thompson Cigar. I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that either. Interesting. Yeah.
It, at a certain point, it's like there's only two companies.
Yeah. The one to yeah, I know it's like General and Altatus, so it's like choose the two. But
Well, now there's General, Altatus, and AJ, and then everyone else is like
yeah.
a private company like Padron, Fuente. You know what I'm saying? LFD. Those are private companies, but like the conglomerates. Think about think about how you could affect things when you also, besides owning a conglomerate like STG General, but you also own Thompson. You know what I'm saying? Though, like I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're huge. I haven't ordered from Thompson in a long time, but yeah, I know they're
I
big.
think it fell off. I mean, compared to other companies, when I first got into it, I was only ordering Thompson, and then Cigar International was better, and then I went to Ebid. Kind of
Yeah, the cigar I'm looking forward to trying is the pork tenderloin by Tatuaje. That one, I had heard about it from Grand Cathedral Cigars. The guy that works there, he knows Pete Johnson. So he gives me all the lowdowns on all the Tatuaje news, and he told me about that cigar. I think it was a PCA exclusive cigar. Like you could only get it. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he said it was a PCA exclusive. But now it's going to be
he Pepin's daughter, my father's daughter, right?
Pete Johnson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought
I know he married one of the daughters, and I don't know the whole backstory on his the relationship, but yeah, I know he married a daughter from in the family, and it probably is Pevin's daughter,
That was
which makes sense.
but that was a smart power play because now, okay, for
Oh,
example, my father
yeah.
was making cigars for Tatuai. Yeah, he married the daughter. He's never gonna lose that contract.
Oh yeah, he's in for life, man. He's raking it in. But
Yeah,
this one's supposed to be a good one. It got like an ungodly high review on Half Wheel. I want to say like a 96 on Half Wheel, which is pretty unusual. Like I don't see that a lot of their reviews. I mean, you see low 90s, but like high 90s,
in a
it's
small
not.
batch cigar.
Well, it was. I mean, like I said, the guy at Grand Cathedral told me you could only get it at the events. So it was an event only cigar, but they said he told me they're going to be getting a lot of them. So, and then was it Geo? I think sent out the ad for it. I don't know if what was that? Was that Corona? I don't know, but they were already accepting pre-orders, and the price that he had told me, the guy at Grand Cathedral, I think he said it was going to be like in the mid 20s, but the one that Geo sent out, it was like $300 for a box of was it 25? Whatever the price was, I think it broke down to like $12 a stick. So for $12 a stick, if it's that good, that could be a Grail cigar.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, that's supposed to be released. The guy told me May, so which would make sense if they're taking pre-orders now. I mean, it might be April, May time frame when that one comes out. So I'm definitely gonna pick that up, and at least
Lots of
I
times
know where.
cigars release.
What's
You
that?
know, it could go later. The release. It could take longer.
Yeah, yeah, potentially. And then you
Yeah,
kind of
figure
wonder if it's
everything with
gonna be.
shipping. Everything with shipping is getting delayed, and I hope they don't ship the cigars by train.
Oh shit! Yeah, you'll never see it. It'll end up in Ohio and like some fucking
Dude,
crash and burn.
oh my
Toxic.
God, that's it. How's the weather there in Florida, man? Is it always nice?
So it was a little. I can't complain. I'm in Florida, but I mean, it was a little chilly today. So chilly for Florida is like, 60s. uh,
Yeah,
but
it's March.
yeah, it was actually. It hasn't been raining, so that's good, and no hurricanes now. But come June, July, it's probably gonna be raining every day. So right now, I'm just taking advantage of the weather, with the bike and all. But
That's good.
yeah, so I haven't been to any. I mean, I went to like I mentioned Cigar International today, but I haven't been to a lounge in a while, just to smoke in a lounge.
Yeah.
The Cigar International, I keep saying cigar, not Cigar International, Corona cigars. They're pretty popular. There's like they have one shop here, one in Orlando. I don't remember where else, but they're probably, man, they rake in business. They're always crowded. It's right by the airport, so if you fly into Tampa International Airport, Corona Cigars is like the biggest lounge in right by the airport. So and they're open at like 2 a.m. So you go there anytime, and it's crowded. So I was gonna smoke there, but then it was too many people, and that was like I think maybe around 5-6 p.m.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He was
they do really well.
Cuban Romeo. He was asking what I was smoking. I'm finishing my second Cuban Romeo Petit Corona by Anthony P. Sent me a bunch of cigars, and I smoked the two Cuban Romeos back to back because I'm the kind of guy, like, whether I get buy cigars or somebody sends me cigars, if I think about it, I'm gonna do it. Um, in the box, in the bag there was 5 cigars, and 2 were the Cuban cigars, and they were Petit Corona. And in my mind, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna smoke both." And then a little part of my mind said, "No, save them for." I was like, "Fuck that! I don't
Nice.
anything, man. For me, I'd rather constantly be using my cigars, and that's the way I'm at. For me, because then
Yeah.
it's like what's more exciting, going food shopping or hunting? You know what I'm saying though? So I like the hunt. I like to constantly working my way down to nothing because that way, if I die tomorrow, I'm not worried about leaving back 1,000 or 5,000 or 100, even 100 cigars. I don't want to. For me, I want to use what I have. You know what I'm saying though? But everyone's different.
Yeah, it's a good way
It's
I
very
think
it's
a good
you know what I'm saying, because I don't have to manage what I have. I'm like, yeah, well, I got 3 cigars left. I'm probably the only cigar channel that does that. In fact, I know I am. Every other cigar channel, the guy probably has tons of cigars or whatever. Like, I,
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
I think
collect.
that's a good way to be. And plus, so many things could go wrong. Like whatever. Like you could have problems with how you humidify the cigars. You could have, God forbid, your house burns down, or so many things could happen. Um,
Or
so
imagine somebody breaks into your house and they steal your guns and
yeah,
cigars.
wow, God, man.
That would be brutal. You know what I'm saying, though?
And then cigars they're not gonna stay good forever. So um, you're better off just smoking them. I have too many. That's why I'm trying to stay away from the lounges because if I go to a lounge, I'll end up just or a cigar shop. I just start buying so many cigars. Then before you know it, you got. Sometimes what happens is you buy a cigar, you forget that you even bought that cigar,
Yeah.
and it's sitting in your humidor. And then you go to a cigar shop and oh, that's a new cigar, and you buy it, and you're like, shit, I had 2 or 3 of them in my humidor. I totally forgot about. So that happens sometimes too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could happen. Doesn't happen to Richie because I'm always using it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring these 3 cigars with me to New York, and I have a few more. I'm bringing a couple of El Rey de Mundos, and I'll probably, we'll see. I'm only gonna be there 5 days, so even if I have one cigar a day, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I know it's going to be tempting, like being in New York and go, with having all that, because obviously the selection's going to be much better than it is in Colorado. But
Dude, the cigar
you know,
lounge matters, but the prices are so fucking astronomical. And I
yeah,
was there in November, and I know they're gonna be worse now. Um, uh, I mean, when I say astronomical, like the prices in New York for cigars at a nice high end lounge. I mean, Atabays are probably going to be 55.
mm,
Fuente Open Section, they had it. Who knows? Whatever they want to charge, 50, 40, 50. Even Don Carlos, the bigger ones, they could probably go up to almost $30. And I'm not doing that. I'm not
yeah,
doing that. It's
yeah,
almost like if I go to a lounge, all I'll buy, I'll just buy some mid tier stuff for because they don't gouge too much of mid tier, and
hmm,
like I'm not buying Padron 26 for $35. I'm just not doing that. Like what I'm
no,
saying though, like I can have when I come back home.
yeah, yeah. Oh, and I had that Partagas, the 10 Decadas.
Did you?
I had that one. I thought it was pretty good, but for $20, I thought it was a little bit steep price wise. I'm glad I tried it though, 'cause I haven't had a lot of Partagas. So, but the Legend, honestly, I was getting the Legend for $7 at JR because
The
they had
Legend is great.
40% off for $7 because it's $14 everywhere. So if I had to choose between the $7 Partagas Legend versus the $20 Partagas Tendicatas, I would opt for the Legend. I think the
Well,
Legend is a more for me was more enjoyable. Like the Legend actually, like I want to try it again.
no, the
Um,
Legend's a great. What's I like the smaller size.
that was what I had. Yeah, that was the one. JR has some really good deals, man. Like I go in there every now and then, and they have the 40% off deals because it's the outlets, JR outlets. So I don't know if even you can get those prices online or not. But they had the Eastern Standard, the Caldwell Eastern Standard for 40% off. So it ended up being like around $9-10, which is a good price for that cigar. What else did they have there? They had that one, that Camacho I told you about. I think I got that at the 40% discount rack.
It's not
Um,
bad either.
Yeah, and, they had this one brand. I can't remember the name of it. I'll try to get the name. It's a boutique brand. I'm not sure if you heard of it. It was like, I want to say it was like Luke something. Ah man. Anyway, they had some brands I've never tried before. I should have got them just to try them. But
I think you try more cigar brands than anyone in history.
yeah, that's my thing, man. I like trying different things. And,
Yeah.
sometimes I find something that I'm like it's box worthy. You know what cigar I was talking to um, notorious about was the Illusione Rothschilds. Like they were, I think like $5-6, and for $5-6, man, they're a steal. but
No, they're good.
I don't see them very. I barely see them out here. Like I don't know why. Like I would think that cigar would be so popular, they'd be pumping them out. But in Alabama, they had like one cigar shop had a shit ton of them
No,
for like five,
I
$6.
always saw them in New York for a really good price.
Yeah, I mean, Illusione in general are good cigars for the price. But yeah, there's that new Illusione too that someone had mentioned in the chat that I want to try. I can't remember the name of it, man. Anyway, it's a new one that's coming out. There's some new cigars that are coming out this year that I'm excited to try. The Illusione, the Tatuaje.
I think it'll be a good year for cigars this year. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's still early.
See what happens. But I hate to cut it short, but I got to get up at 5 a.m.
Yeah, I gotta get up early too. You gotta catch the flight. Yeah.
Max. Normally I am by 10:30, but I think it's gonna be a good trip, and we'll see what happens with Gio. If Gio,
Gio needs to come out, man. He can see his mom anytime. He needs to come out.
Yeah, I know. I said he can bring his mom. You know, we'll have Italian dinner. You know, my cousin will cook for everyone. You know.
I get it. He doesn't have a car, but in New York, you don't really need a car. You need public
Well,
transportation.
take the Long Island Railroad, and I'll pick him up in at the train station. It's like 10 minutes from where I'm at. It's no big deal, but we'll see what happens. You know, but
yeah,
it just sucks that because I'm going to New York, I can't bring any straps. You know.
Yeah, I know. Just
Because
gotta be
New
careful.
York, well, you can't. Well, I'm not gonna go to the city, but unlike other states, New York, you can't have a handgun in New York unless you have a New York State license. So if you're traveling to New York, you can't bring a handgun. Period.
Okay.
Which sucks. Where any other state, for the most part, some states you can't still. But you still when you go there, you just got to abide by the local rules. So, but you can still have one. Like even if I went to California, I could bring one, but I had to only have 10-round magazines or less, so I could just carry not carry, but at least have a revolver in the trunk or something, or even a 1911, and then when I get there, at least I have something in the house I'm staying. At least, but it just sucks. You can't nothing. It sucks.
Yeah, I have a feeling it'll change eventually. It'll take some time, but
it's a driver's license. You could drive in every state. So if you have a carry license, you should be able to carry in every state.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I agree. Especially New York, you should be able to protect yourself, defend yourself, especially with all the shit going on.
That's why I'm not taking my kid to the city at all.
Yeah.
But on that note, bro, I'll catch you guys around.
Man. Yeah, have a great trip, man. Hopefully you'll come on the live from New York. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna interview my ex-wife.
Well, hopefully you guys get along well. No fights.
Yeah. No, I don't even argue with her. There's no point. She already won. She got the kid. She took all my money. And whatever, you win. See you. It's what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Is what it is.
Yeah. Well, have a good time. Have a safe flight, and I guess we'll hopefully see you in New York.
Yeah,
with Gio.
Well, you might see me tomorrow at the airport because I might go live from the airport. I'll smoke a cigar when
Yeah, maybe they'll have a lounge in the New York airport. You never know.
No, Colorado, I smoke one like outside the main door. I just sit like on the bench and I smoke right there.
Wow. So. Yeah, that's what I did in Alabama.
Yeah.
But, yeah, good deal.
All right, bro. Catch you around, bro.
Have a great time. Yeah. See you, everybody.
Take it easy.
Stay fresh. Yeah, always. You too.
2 showers.
All right, man.
Peace.
Peace, man.